Yo, what the fuck is wrong with Twitter? I've been seeing for the last couple of days people want to fight people so bad on Twitter. They saying, meet me when and where. How you want to handle it. Now mind you, I'm just sitting there, I'm just a spectator at this point. I'm just watching. You know what I'm saying? I'm just watching. So for me, it's like, yo, this is getting crazy. I don't know, man. People have just been on they shit, and I'm just here for it. I'm just here. Look, I am just the type of person who is here for fucking just anything at this point. Anything. Yeah, they out of pocket, man. They out of pocket. Also, I like to say that today, I'll just let y'all know that I got my my shot today, one of my shots. So before this, walk around with a little bit of applause, a little pat on the back. I got one of my vaccine shots today, and let me say that it was a thing. It was a moment, and not for me, but for the guy who was in front of me, because I had to sit next to him and kind of console him. It was weird because he's a grown man. And he was about 150 pounds, maybe. You gotta think, I'm walking in there like he's got his little shirt on and he's scared to get this needle. He is scared to death. And I walked in there, you gotta think, I'm about 220. I got a sleeveless shirt on. I'm showing all the tattoos. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I planned for this. I came in confident as shit. And I sat next to him, and the girl, which was really interesting, she was super nice. She was a cutie too, super nice. And but she had all these buttons on her uniform. One was like Black Lives Matter, the other one was she, her, and all this other stuff. Like she had like a lot of buttons, a lot of flair, as they would say in Office Space, a lot of flair. On her outfit, and she was super nice. And I knew the needle wasn't going to take but a couple seconds. But him? Man! Yo, he was like, I'm too scared. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to get it. He was turning and looking at me the whole time. I'm like, bro, you a grown-ass man. Like, you can't be this scared of a small needle. And he was like, I don't really want to get it. And she injected him, right? And then she took it out. And he said, wait, that's it? And she was like, yeah. And he was like, oh shit. He was like, that's it? He was like, man, I ain't got nothing to worry about. I was like, I know. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like it literally took him 5 seconds, right? And then she did me, and it took me like 5 seconds. I didn't even flinch. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even feel the damn thing go in. So it was like, all right, whatever. But she was talking to me, and I came in with a sleeveless shirt. So when she was talking to me, she tried to like pull down my shirt, and she was like, "Oh shit, you ain't got a sleeve." I said, "I know, I came prepared. I came for this one. I was ready for this." You know what I'm saying? I was ready. Oh, you know, she said she's so used to people not being, not having a sleeveless shirt on, have to roll up their sleeve and then take down their sleeve. You know, it was hilarious. Yeah, he's afraid of that G virus. Everyone afraid of that G virus. I understand. I get it. But but to see the way he was acting was hilarious. I mean, he almost curled up in a ball. And he looked at me the whole time and he was getting the shot. I was like, what you looking at me for? I can't help you. Like, you look at me, you think it's all gonna go away? You want me to hold your hand? Like,
yeah, hold them. Supposed to be Iron Man.
It was no. I mean, I didn't have a problem. It was him, and it was hilarious. It was a moment. It was quite a moment. So yeah.
To be fair, like my experience, I've seen a woman go with her mother, and I was on my own, and I don't like needles, so I just didn't look at it. I didn't flinch or anything. I didn't cry or moan.
See, there was no reason. The girl had told me, she was like, all right. She was like, you gonna have a. No, well, she told me, she was like, there's going to be a little bit of arm soreness. She was like, you may want to take off of work the next day. I was like, it's all good. I'm going to be fine. I'm not worried about it. I got off tomorrow, so it's good. I got stuff to do, but I got off tomorrow. And, it was just like, and she was like, oh, that was the best way to go about it. Like I said, the girl was nice. She was super nice. You know what I mean? She was cutie. She was just nice.
You should call that her number. You should have gone, hey.
Nah. Yo, the place I had to go was like, it was a walking distance. So it's not like I won't run into her again, but still, it was nice to finally talk to somebody that's in services, and doing something and actually act nice. You know what I mean? Like most people I've been seeing as of late have been, they don't want to be bothered, and it's been a big deal about it. No, I didn't get her number. I don't need to get her number. I'm good. Like, why are you asking me these questions? Just because, look, now y'all getting y'all misogyny bag. That's what y'all doing right now. Because just because somebody is nice to you does not mean that they're attracted to you or want your number. Right? What's wrong with y'all? Like, damn. Y'all saw every opening and was like, get her number. Get her number.
Yeah, but you gotta understand that usually when something like that happens, that question's always gonna come up.
Yeah, it's always it's all good. But y'all your misogyny bag. We the misogynists. We the misogynistics. Is that what we are today? I mean, if we're gonna be the misogynistics today, then I'll go all the way in. I don't care. I'll go all the way in.
I could go in about that. I could go in about some shit like that.
Y'all want full-blown penetration? We give y'all that.
Yo!
Wow. Penetration.
Wow.
Full-blown Yo,
hey,
we would.
Man, Wing Zero basically just said, he goes, brace yourself, I'm going in dry.
Yeah, he raised the bar on that. We went to 0 to 100 that quick. We just start. We even in the full show yet. Damn. It'll be a free show.
I'm gonna give you a new way. I'm just gonna shoot
like in
him,
AEW, we're the best friends. We give the people what they want. We gotta give the people.
Yeah, we give the people what they want. But come on, man. I mean,
if you shit and I'm thinking cool wrestling.
Nah. Let's not go there. What's going on, y'all? Like, it's so many people rolling in. I'm good. Like,
that's the ruthless aggression.
Yo, why they keep calling me nervous in the chat? Like,
explaining possession.
Yeah, they say I'm nervous. See, this is the toxic masculinity we talking about. The toxicity. This is it right here. Oh, he was nervous. He didn't want to get her number. Motherfucker.
Being so rude. Like white supremacy. What the heck?
Oh my god! So I was nervous. So let me get this straight. I was nervous to get a girl's number, but I wasn't nervous to get big vaxxed. Is that it? I got a chance of probably dying, but I'm not nervous about that. But I'm scared to get a girl's number. Oh my god! Woo!
See, chat, this is why we love you, son.
This is why we love the chat, though. This is why we love the chat. Besides, people say that they a little bit salty that I made do on that challenge. That's what it is. I made do on that challenge last weekend. Yeah, someone had to. We had to make sure that we had to smack up a couple people on that challenge. You know what I mean? Yeah, we challenging the guard like that. What's wrong with y'all? But no, I'm hoping that everyone is doing great. We still the pre-show, but I think we get started with the real show soon. So y'all know what that means. All right? Y'all know exactly what that means. And when I say this, I'm not going to say,
now you fucked up.
You didn't fuck up. Not yet. But people didn't fucked up this week. That's right.
Yep.
You have fucked up.
You have fucked up. So y'all ready? We will get to the countdown.
5.
We're going to get into it. All y'all mamas.
3, 2,
Everyone's daddy.
1.
Wait, can you...
Y'all know what time it is, right? Do I have to play it? Do I really need to play it? I guess y'all want me to play it. Podcast Nation, Main Event TV, a.k.a. Meat TV, a.k.a. the Iron Man out the frying pan and into the fire. You ain't gonna get any higher than this, baby. I feel like this. I am often imitated, but never duplicated. Slightly, I say, accentuated host, Main Event TV, and I'm here with Mr. Wing Zero. I'm here with Curious Doom. I'm here with Ben Odenson, and I am also here with the Red Comet himself. Gentlemen, how's your weekend been?
Boy, oh boy, man.
Yeah, you gotta have a hell of a weekend.
Man, mine's gonna take a while.
Okay, just give us the cliff notes. All right.
No, yeah. Last week I took a trip out to Utah.
That's right. We know what's going on with your weekend.
You already know what's going on. So I went to go to Utah, spent some time at the Arches National Park. I went to Hot Spring, and I had some wild, crazy sex in the middle of a desert.
There you go. No sand spiders, no scorpions.
No spiders, no scorpions. It was just her and I in the moonlight and stars and everything. And
That sounds real
it was
hippie.
like I said, it was
It was an
pretty
experience.
wild. It was definitely an experience. Let me tell you this: if you ain't never had some wild, crazy sex under the moonlight and stars in the middle of a Utah desert with nothing but mountains and everything for the scenery and everything, you're doing shit wrong. You
Okay,
gotta at least
now,
do something.
now,
like
now
that
you know
once
I'm
in a
gonna have
while.
to ask you real quick, right? We know you hit. That's not the question. All right.
Yeah.
Now the question is: this is the podcast, the official. We on Savage Time right now.
All right.
So, did you pull out?
Shit.
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 I had
Shit.
yeah,
That's. Dude,
I had
okay.
to. Woo.
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Yes and no. So there's something about that might be up in the air, but you know what? The last I heard of it, she said, "Hey, you don't gotta worry about it if something happens." I'm like, "All right."
Okay.
You know what? I'll leave it at that.
Okay, that's I don't want you to incriminate yourself any further than you have to. If she said it's good and she said don't worry about it, that's it.
I'm gonna say this. To this point in my life, that was probably the best I've ever had.
So was it crazy though?
It was very crazy.
So you didn't pull you didn't pull out a crazy.
Let me say this.
You didn't pull out a crazy?
No, she was very, very crazy. And but you know,
okay.
all I'm gonna say is that, like, I'll say this. Based on my experience, it's always the crazy ones that are always great in bed.
Yeah.
But man, was she ever fucking loony. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, I had a good time. No, honestly though, like, you know, I'll probably never talk to her again. But you know what? I had a great time.
I'll never talk to her. Damn.
Never talk to her again. But you know what? She just straight up went lunatic on me. But you know what? Like I said,
wow.
You know, some are, you know, sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. Sometimes
So child support. Wait. Child support incoming. Is that what we're talking?
No.
Oh, okay.
There definitely won't be any of that, because that's the one thing she said. She said, you know what? You don't have to worry about that.
Oh, you sure?
Right.
It's a trap.
All right.
Are you sure?
I got a question.
No, I'm just saying. I have to make.
What's the question, Wing Zero?
All right, right. Now here's a big question. This is for the fans too. Was it better than a Korean booty slut? Yes or no?
Yes. Wait.
Wait a minute.
Are you sure about that?
Okay.
Are you sure about that?
I'm gonna say what my other friend she said. She said, hey, at least out of it, you got some crazy hot stripper sex out of it.
Okay.
Right, so it was better than the Korean booty slut. Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, we really getting in the misogyny bag early. Like,
yeah. I mean that's how it was, man. I mean, I'm just saying.
Nights like this, I wish.
It was.
we really the misogynists in here. That raindrops would fall. I'm just saying.
Somebody on chat. Damn, the Korean booty sluts are getting thrown.
But regardless of which, there's one more story I got to tell real quick.
Okay.
We ran into between Moab and going back to Salt Lake City.
Okay.
When I was visiting there, we had stopped by, you know, the lady here, the lady friend at the time. She needed to make a stop, and she said, "Oh, well, this looks like there's you know, a place I could you know, go piss at real quick." So she wanted me to stop there. So I go stop there. She goes to the little porta potty, and I'm like, oh, it's a beef jerky stand. I got $20. I got a $20 bill to burn. Let's see what this guy has to sell. So I come out here, and it's this really old looking gas station. And I mean, really, you know, like, have you ever seen The Hills Have Eyes? The gas station.
Bruh,
the gas station is still like from the 60s.
And it just kept going.
It's very derelict looking. You know, it looks like it's still back in the 1960s. The sign has that patina on it. The prices are still from the 1960s on it, and it's just. It looks like a nuclear bomb went off and you know, it just stayed like that. It literally looked like a gas station from Fallout.
Well,
and
damn.
so
Damn.
with a porta potty in front of it, there's a small little green truck out in front. There's a guy, you know, and a trailer, and then the guy comes out, and the dude's pushing about maybe 400 pounds. He's like a ball with legs. He's fucking huge, dude. He's like a
clay
ball with
fighters.
legs. Yeah, pretty much.
Like clay fighters.
And he comes out with the most strongest Southern accent. And the thing is, mind you, we're not in the Southwest. We're just in the West, you know.
Okay.
And this dude comes out, and I asked him about. I was like, oh, you got all kind of jerky? He goes, I got all kinds of jerky.
I don't know if I trust that.
He goes, I got all kinds of jerky. I got elk, I got deer, I got buffalo. I was like, all right, well, which one would you recommend? He goes, doesn't matter what I recommend, matters what you want. All right. So my lady friend comes out of the bathroom after, and he said, glad we didn't push you over in there, and then he just starts laughing, and his teeth are just green, this bluish green. It looks like they're straight up like bread mold, but on his teeth. And I'm like,
oh God!
It looked like fucking terrible. I'm like, dude, holy shit! And there's nothing I can do. He's like laughing, full on laughing, fucking toothy grin with these nasty green and blue teeth.
Tell me you did not buy the jerky.
So we ended up like, you know, I was like, this is kind of awkward. And then he looks at her and he goes, look, and then he looks right at her. He goes, I don't think she would mind if we pushed her over. And then he's looking at
pushed
her.
Pushed her over.
Licking her lips. He's like, and then he's licking her lips and everything. He's licking his lips and like,
bro,
like kinda,
you were in a Hills Have Eyes moment. It's okay, time to go.
Okay, you know the noises fat bastard makes when he wants to eat the fucking baby.
Yeah.
He wants to eat the mini me.
Yeah.
That's the sound he was making. That's the sound he was making. At
yeah,
her.
You've been there a little too long. It's time to go.
She straight up goes, I'm gonna go wait in the. She goes, I'm gonna go wait in the truck.
Yeah.
And mind you, like I said, this woman, she's very, very, like I said, she's very, very, very voluptuous.
Well, we need to know though. Did you buy the jerky?
Yes. So because in fear.
Oh my God!
We did not want to get killed. We did not want to upset this random ass.
Yeah, you don't want to accept him. Yeah, I guess you have to buy the jerky one way or another. You have to. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because then it would just be fucking awkward. And then he would write down our license plate, and then track us down, and then kill us.
Yeah, it's best to buy the jerky.
So speaking of buying the jerky, I buy the jerky. She goes into the truck. I just pick up, I don't know, I just pick up buffalo jerky, whatever. I didn't care at that point. I just wanted to get out of there.
Yeah.
So I buy the jerky. The guy pulls out this huge stack, this huge giant knot. I mean, I swear he had about like over, I don't know, maybe 10 grand in cash, probably all in ones, because it was a huge fucking knot.
10 grand in ones.
In all one, and it was a big ass knot of just cash.
Of $1 bills.
Of $1 bills, and then as he's pulling this out, I see that he has this big old ass revolver on his hip.
Oh,
I mean,
shit!
With the tab unclipped and everything, he
open carry state. He don't give a fuck.
He don't give a fuck. I was like, you know what? I mean, that didn't make me uneasy. It's the fact that he had that Hills Have vibes that made me uneasy. The Hills Have eyes. So we ended up buying it. But you know what? At the end of the day, that was probably one of the more harrowing parts of my journey, driving from Texas to Utah.
Jesus Christ.
I would not recommend the drive between New Mexico and Utah because that is a very boring drive. I was driving 2 hours straight. I'm telling you, 2 hours straight, and there's nothing there. And when I mean nothing, there's not a gas station, there's not a person, there's not a bush, there's not anything.
Dude, I'm taking boring over Cletus with the gun on his hip. All right, I'm taking boring any day over Cletus with the gun on his hip. Look, it's just I'm not doing it.
He was, dude, no. I don't know which one could have been worse, because what if I ran into Cletus in the middle of the fucking desert? There was nothing there. It was literally just
you pretty much did.
Desert.
You
And
pretty
there was
much
no-
did.
and there was-
Think about this. But think about this. What if the jerky was drugged with like a knockout thing? Then you would
No.
have been like.
What if the car
in a-
broke
in a
down and you
shed,
needed it fixed?
hung up in a shack.
No. No. The girl I was with, she said, "What if this jerky is made of people?" I was like, "Look, don't say that because
now,
we already
see,
ate
this is
some."
Chainsaw
I was
Massacre
like, "We
type
already
shit.
ate some of it."
You already ate some of it. Why would you eat some of it? Look, I understand buying it because you don't want to piss them off after seeing the gun. I get that. All right.
This
But
jerky
eating
is
that
made
for
of
it?
I was
No.
high as shit out of my.
People.
We were-
Yeah, people,
we were
man.
Look, we were both
Jerky
high
like
as shit
green?
out of our mind. We had a gummy, and we had smoked like 2 pre-rolls. We were high as shit,
And you're
that
driving.
was the only. We're like, "Oh
You're
shit!"
driving
I
while
was like,
high.
"You know what?"
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, "Fuck, dude." I was like, "There's got to be some kind of snack here."
Oh
Sure
my
enough,
God.
there was.
You're driving while high while dealing with a hillbilly with no teeth who has a gun on his hip and is licking his lips because the girl you with. Bruh, it don't get any worse than that. All right, that's some straight movie shit. Right?
Some straight movie shit. I'll tell you, there was plenty of other moments, but I'll spare you all the details. But basically, in other words,
that's understandable.
that was my week. That was actually last week, and boy, oh boy, Utah was something different. So
I'm not going to Utah. I'm never going to Utah.
State,
I'm never going
beautiful
there.
state if you go to Moab, but don't pull over to the side of the road and find Cletus there because he'll kill you.
I'm never going to Utah ever. There's no reason for me to go to Utah ever. All right.
To go vacation maybe.
No, I'm not going for vacation in general. Look, if somebody from Utah wants to meet me, they can meet me halfway. All right. I'm not going to Utah.
I've always wanted to take my truck off road in Moab.
Where the hell? What they got in Utah other than the Jazz? They ain't got nothing in basketball. And they don't even treat their players. They're good. We'll talk about that later, people. But nah.
Oh boy.
Anybody else? Anyone else? Got a good weekend?
I guess I'll go.
Okay.
My weekend was good. I mean, Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne HD is out. I've been playing that recently, and
Okay.
boy, I'm fucking loving the new stuff that's in the game.
Uh-huh.
The voiceovers are good. I'm trying to get it on PC because I'm double dipping. I love the game that much. Huge Shin Megami Tensei fan. Oh boy, man.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but your weekend pales in comparison to Rick Hamid's weekend. I mean, Jesus Christ. It's a hell of an adventure.
I know, he had the best weekend. He had the best fucking weekend.
Yeah, we'll give him that one.
Yeah.
All I'm waiting for.
I wasn't trying to have the best weekend. I was just trying to have a fun weekend and just, get some stripper pussy, I guess.
I'm just saying.
Apparently, to everyone saying that,
I was
just trying to have a vacation, but apparently
I was waiting for him
involved.
I was waiting for you to cap off your weekend with featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. That's what I was waiting
for. Wing Zero gets his own road trip movie.
Yeah, you need to have one, bro. You need to have one. Road trip.
We all meet up.
No, look. If we meet up and we have a road trip, you know what's going to happen? Some of us are going to die. That's what's going to happen. All right. Let's just be real here.
I really could have made a short film of all the little exploits.
I'm sure you can write it down and make a short film out of it, and you can put a horror element to it, and it would be sold. I guarantee you can do that. It's got everything in it.
Plan B. Don't do Plan B with me.
What?
Plan B.
Plan B. You might as well do Plan B.
It's a little too late for that. Plan B only works within the first 3 days.
No.
It's been over a week now.
His Plan B references to something else we're going to talk about later about Psycho Goreman. Yeah, the Plan B reference.
To answer your question, let's just say there's a definitive yes or no, and the answer is no. Then.
Okay.
No.
Well, overall,
I'm telling you. Demon pussy. Anyways.
Demon pussy.
Yeah, but overall, those guys, I really had a good weekend, though. I mean, like I said, I got Nocturne. I took care of my uncle. My uncle means a lot to me.
Hey, she said I had the demon dick, so she can have the demon pussy.
Damn! Demon dick! What the
Talking
fuck?
about demon dick and shit.
What you do? She pull your double trigger? What the
She
fuck?
straight up, no. I'm gonna say
Hold
what
on
she
there,
said.
player.
She said you got the demon dick, and I was like, what does that mean? She goes, you make women make bad decisions. I was like, I don't know what the fuck.
That's not demon dick. That's just her. Okay. So she pulled your double trigger, bang bang. I get it, but what the fuck? The demon dick.
Hold on, I'm talking about demon dick. Hold on, player. Hold on, player. Ryan, you got demon dick? What? I got D.O. Brandon dick, so I can stop time. I got a D.O. Brandon scar.
Hold up. He's talking. See, now it's a dick. See, this has become now a dick measuring contest. He's trying to say, oh, you got the demon dick. He got better dick. He putting himself up there. He said his dick stops time.
Up there.
I'm
not putting myself up there.
Yeah, I know. That's what she said. Yeah, you got what. Yeah, that's what she's saying. That she co-signed it. I get it. But he's saying that he can stop time with his dick. That's what he said. Ladies and gentlemen, we're a couple minutes into our fucking pod. Oh my god.
I'm being real though. That's fucking my friends joke around with me all the time. Fucking, I got a fucking D.O. Brandon scar on my dick though.
Well, okay, I think that's a little bit too much information. What he say? He stops time with his dick.
I can stop time, son. It's our world, though, son.
Oh my! Well, did someone just watch Legend of the Overfeed? It was just like, yo, we just gonna leave this all here. Like,
I do remember one time though. My cousin brung over one of his lady friends, and I Bray Wyatt the shit out of her. So.
He said he Bray Wyatted the shit out of her. Oh, what? No. I need you to define what Bray Wyatting the shit out of someone is.
That crab walk stance.
Okay.
I did that while she was giving me head.
Bro.
Oh my god, dude.
What the fuck?
I cancel myself.
Funny thing is, I had the full Bray Wyatt get up to I had the beard.
You're not everyone, we're all canceled. Jesus Christ.
Good God.
He said he Bray Wyatted her. Oh my God.
Follow the buzzers. Follow the buzzers, nigga. Follow the buzzers.
Follow the buzzers. I don't even know if you follow buzzers on that one. Okay. Oh my god! Oh my god! This is how we start our show. Oh my god! That's a fucking. Oh my. Okay. All right.
I love y'all though.
Did anyone else have a good weekend? Anyone?
Like I said, I'm not bragging too much about my dick. All I'm saying is that it made her fucking nuts.
Well, and I mean that's actually what you want, but I mean, shit. I've never heard.
I even have hold on. I even have.
God.
Never mind. Yeah, I was like, never mind. You know what? She even showed me a screenshot of her conversation with her friend. She said she was a cat in heat.
Oh, that's a whole different story. Okay, so she's showing you receipts with her friend. Okay, well she certified it. Certified. She certified.
She said
okay.
Straight up,
She certified you.
License. Got that license.
He don't even need a license. He got the certification, dog. He got it on the wall.
Certification.
When they say, "All my bitches got my dick on their wall," that's a whole thing right now. Like. Woo! And the cat was just feral, huh? She was just climbing, huh? Okay. I'm not even mad. I can't even be mad. Like, no. You know what? No. We're going to have to go a little bit somewhere. We're going to go a little bit different with this. Because if you getting those type of that type of credit, you know what we want to do, right? We got to use some applause in this motherfucker. Yep, come on, get it all of it. So yeah, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my god. Well, did anyone else have a good weekend? Oh my
no,
fuck.
I didn't have the Delta relationship.
He was like, well,
yeah, it's kind of hard to
made
talk.
that turn.
It's kind of hard.
God damn it.
Yeah, look, you didn't hurt the Thunder God's feelings. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, I thought I had a good weekend. This guy.
It's like, what the heck? This is like the Devil Witchman podcast. What the fuck?
Hey. This is what they bring to the table. This is what we serving them up. It's that simple.
Look, I don't
I'm
want you
just saying,
I don't want anyone else's take.
I'm just saying, what other podcast is giving you this? Come on, what other podcast is giving you this right now?
We're
None.
giving you real nigga
None.
shit.
We giving you the
What was
real.
it?
All
What
right.
was it? Gotta say, what was it? What is it that what was it that Uncle Roger says? Doom. Sorry, children.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this definitely ain't for
Sorry,
kids.
children.
All right, it's definitely
Sorry,
not for kids. All right.
No, we're definitely on full tilt here for this one.
Yep. And I also want to remind people before we move into the next one, please ring the bell on the subscriptions, because I'm letting you know now, we found out not too long ago that YouTube, as we suspected, is not doing their job. So now, even though if you subscribe to us, you have to ring the bell in order to get all these episodes. I'm still getting messages from people in comments saying, didn't know you were back. Good to see you back. And all this, because they didn't, and mind you, this is episode 5. And they didn't even know we were back because YouTube is not doing their job. Please ring the bell. Gentlemen, who else had a good weekend?
Well, mine was playing Gundam with you a lot.
Playing Gundam? Okay. Well, no, that's fine. I mean, look, I've been sitting in the house, so don't feel bad.
It's been that. It's been, watching Ragnarok today, which was fucking awesome.
Okay.
I keep recommending it.
Yeah.
That's actually really, really good. I recommend Joe to watch it because if you like for, it's pretty much that.
Yeah, it is Thor. It's Thor. Yeah, it is.
Was there anything else I did? Mainly just chilling and, of course, dealing with, having the vaccine.
Yeah, you got your shot not too long ago, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as you said, I felt nothing.
Yeah, I feel nothing.
I just saw around and the next day, nothing.
Nothing? Okay. So the first okay. Well, if you didn't feel nothing, then if you're good, then I'm sure I'll be fine.
Yeah, they do recommend that you might have like a flu-like symptoms, like 2 or 3 days.
I don't want that. They just told me I will have a headache. That's what they told me.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be it.
All right.
Just nothing.
Well, my weekend. Just to let y'all know, my weekend. I'm just saying, my weekend.
Oh yeah!
I did nothing. I did nothing all
here,
weekend.
Man.
I built
Nothing
some
really
stuff.
spectacular happened to me either. So
I built some stuff. That was it. You know what I mean? I'm working on this home office stuff. That's all I did all weekend. I built some stuff. My weekend was quiet, and I think that was the best way around. So Red Comet had the greatest of weekend. I guess at this point, when you say Comet, I mean it's there. I mean all the comic shops. I'm sorry. But yeah, and for her, I don't know how that went down between Comet and the girl, but I'm sure she was like, she's taking it all up. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But Red Comet had the best weekend, so that we gonna get that. So before we get started on the show, start on the damn show yet. I want to say, rest in peace to Paul Mooney. All right, legendary comedian, did a lot of writing behind the scenes for a lot of skits and a lot of comedians that you don't know. Wrote for Richard Pryor, the Chappelle Show, Negro Damas, all that type of stuff. Passed away not too long ago. Shame to hear. He's led a legacy that a lot of people will never have. I want to say rest in peace to him. I want to say rest in peace to Kentaro Miura from the Berserk was a series. As you know, a lot of people who love Berserk, me especially, it was a shock when I heard that he passed away. I found it really funny that, and I say funny, not because it's tragic, but I say funny because Amazon, before he passed away, the deluxe edition for books were at $12. And as soon as he passed away, Amazon raised their prices to $30. So it was really interesting to see that. I feel bad. I know the fans are hurting right now. I'm praying for the fans. I'm praying for the family. I'm praying for the industry in general, because Berserk was a very heavy series. For those who have never read it, I would seriously suggest it. That the anime does no justice to the manga. No justice as far as I'm concerned. I don't care what anybody says. You read those manga and you see those frame by frame, the way how graphic it is, and the depression and the pain that people are going through. It's a completely different story. And I see people saying, in the crowd, in comments, that it helped them through rough times, and that's what media does at times. Media can help you, and it's sad to see a creator such as Miura go out like that so suddenly. I mean, clearly, it's a shame. It really is. I felt really bad when I found out what happened.
Same here.
Yeah, I didn't think that.
Think we should do a moment of silence?
Yeah, we could do a moment of silence real quick. We'll do a 10-second moment of silence. All right. All right, we're back. And I would like to say that it's kind of sad to see that happen. I hope that him and his family are doing well. And, well, I should say him and his family. We know what's going on with him, but his family are doing well, and it's going to take some time to get over that. It hurt the anime industry very much. He is loved. We saw what happened on Final Fantasy online not too long ago, where
I participated in that.
Mr. Wingzero participated in that, and we saw.
I have a friend that plays 14 as well.
Okay, yeah. See, people lined up just to show respect to Kentaro, and yeah, it was.
Yeah, I think it was like anybody that had a great sword.
Yeah,
is what it was.
Yeah,
the Dark Knight class.
There's a reason why great swords are around, and yeah, between that and Claymore, they really emphasize huge on great swords, and especially Berserk though. It does.
Yeah, I do want to say something though. If it wasn't for Berserk, we would not have the infamous man with big sword trope or Dark Souls or any type of dark fantasy.
Yeah, they brought to a different level. They did. They brought to a different level.
Wasn't the class for Final Fantasy 14, wasn't that based off of the Berserk character?
Yeah, it was based on Guts.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Now that we have that out of the way, I would like to say that before we get started on this topic, as you know here in the podcast, even though we talk a lot about a lot of things and we make a lot of jokes, and that's all it is, we're supposed to be having good fun, you should know by now that we do not condone any type of racism. Yeah. All right? And that's what we're dealing with today. For those who don't know, Resident Evil. Let's get into it. Resident Evil. Was it Polygon? Polygon greenlit this trash about eugenics and talking about how Resident Evil is racist because of eugenics and the viruses and everything. And I put like this. I was tagged by another person who said, you're absolutely wrong on Resident Evil, to this writer. Who was it? Kazuma? Kazuma, is it?
Kazuma Hashimoto, I believe is
Kazuma Hashimoto. I'll call Kaz for short. Understand very quickly that just because my name is mentioned with you does not mean you have the right to just block me out of nowhere because you knew that the heat was coming. You knew that the storm was coming. For you to sit and scream racism over something that I've done this already before about Resident Evil. I'll tell you before, I'll say it again. All right? Because we saw this with Resident Evil 5 when people were complaining about the African garb and all those, type of things.
Oh, boy.
I do not give a shit about the race of somebody who's trying to kill me. Okay? I'm going to say that. As a black man, I do not care. If the son of a bitch is running at me with an axe, that's a son of a bitch with an axe I'm taking down. I don't care what their race is, their nationality is, their gender is, their creed is. I don't care about any of that. However, in Resident Evil, for you to sit here and say, oh, this is based off of white supremacy, let's get something straight, okay? You want to tell the people of Raccoon City that this was about eugenics? Because I'll tell you this, we're going to talk about eugenics later, real late in this pod, that are actual real eugenics. This shows you that this shit don't mean nothing, all right? You want to tell the people of Raccoon City that? How about the people of Terra Grigia? You want to tell them that about eugenics? Because for what I have seen in this, when it comes to Resident Evil, no matter what they're trying to build, it's not about building a better species. In Terra Grigia, we saw people were just they said they were terrorists. Look, anything that gets into the wrong hands of a person can be politicized. It can be weaponized. So I'm not trying to hear that this is always about being the superior race. It's not. Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 showed a little bit about being the better form. 1, yeah, that was just about terrorists wanting their demands met. If you haven't realized this by now, all right, which also coincides between what 5 and 6, I believe. These two revelations between 5 and 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we still need to find out what's going on with Dark Natalia anyway. Okay, for those who've been following the series. However, let me say this now. Okay, you're not going to use this series that has shown that many people have turned into mindless zombies. Mindless. That's not eugenics. That's not becoming a superior race. And then you're seeing all these offshoots of lickers and tyrants and all types of alphas. And we've seen super spiders. And we've seen super sharks. And we've seen all these type of things. You're not going to sit here and tell me all of this is eugenics. Because it's not.
Did those sharks have lasers on their friggin' heads?
They should have lasers on as far as I'm concerned, but they didn't. They should. It wasn't always about eugenics. Just because you decided, okay, you looked at Wesker and said, well, he's a white male or whatever, and he wants to take over the world and make things better, and he wants everyone to become just like him. What happened to him again in Resident Evil 5? What happened again?
I think here's
he ate
the
a
problem
fucking
with,
rocket. That's what happened.
Well, here's the problem with almost anyone. It's a slow news day, and playing the race card in almost anything will get you clicks, and that's all they want. That's all they want. They want clicks. And at the end of the day, like, look, why are you gonna make a mountain out of a molehill? You're looking for problems where they don't exist, so you're gonna create a problem where it doesn't even fucking exist in the first place.
Exactly.
Saying, oh, it's about eugenics, and that's just everyone in general these days. It seems to be just literally trying to make what was it, like Torbjorn said, making a chicken out of a feather. That's literally what it is.
Yeah.
I was like, there's nothing. You have a slow news day, and you're just gonna just make up some bullshit off the cuff, so you have something to fucking write about and turn into your boss.
If anything, you could make a bigger case on GMOs if you played the Resident Evil series from 1 to now on GMOs than you could eugenics when it comes to being a superior race. At the end of the day, oh, you're fighting the white supremacists. No, you're not. You're fighting to survive, not because they want a superior race. Like I said, some of these people who had these different strains of viruses, it wasn't about superior race. I mean, hell, if you really want to get into it, look at the relationships and the underlying tones within mixed races. I mean, Resident Evil 5, did we not see what happened with Wesker? I mean, he turned his back on old girl, but she definitely wasn't a white supremacist. I mean, are we forgetting that? I mean, should we talk about the relationship between Chris and Sheva? Or Shiva, however we like to say it. I say Sheva.
Yeah, you said it right, Sheva.
Should we, I mean, if you look at the relationships between a lot of these characters, the dynamic, these are races that they are just working together. It doesn't matter what race they are. It depends on what cause they believe in. And it's not just the protagonist, it's the antagonist as well. Like, I could really go deep in this, but I'm not going to because it's not worth my damn time. But for you to block me simply because my name was brought up, and then you want to talk about being all-inclusive, that tells me everything. Yeah, that tells me everything I need to know.
The whole funny thing about it is that you were being very cordial about it. You weren't attacking this person. You simply just, shared, a simple, reply back, and then it's like, boom, you were blocked.
Because they don't want cordial. They want people to fly off the handle so that they can label you. That's what they want. I mean, I've done it for years. You know what I mean? That's what they want. And I didn't take that stance. So I could go in any time if Kaz wants to have a debate on this instead of ducking me like a fucking punk. If you really want to have this debate, we can have this debate. They said, I'm not going to go deep into you right now because right now, this is child's play. But for you to try and make that, let's say Polygon again. This is all Polygon and green lighting, things like that. Yeah, you can call them duck dodgers if you want. But for all, then you might as well. But for everybody who's sitting here saying, you know what I mean, that, Vent going to give him bars, this, I don't care. Because we all know they're wrong. And I didn't even have to give you bars for this one. I didn't have to scorch this motherfucker. I just give you facts right now. I could have gave him hard bars if I really wanted to. On top of these facts. I'm choosing not to. Because it's beneath me. When this clown decides to get their game up and decides to get their weight up, then come talk to me. But for you to run and duck and then talk shit behind a block, oh, these people are scared because of their white supremacist game, blah, blah, blah. Get the fuck out of my face with this. You know you're wrong.
Here's the reality of it, too, is that this person will never approach you to debate.
Never. Ever.
Yeah, anyway.
In their lifetime. Ever.
Like, the dude was crying on Twitter about fucking Resident Evil 0 because people were calling him out for his shit. And also, the article you mentioned, they got all the right spams with that because people came here. So, clearly they can't handle...
They can't handle criticism. They shook.
Yeah.
That's what it is. They shook. And they're going to stay shook.
One messing with him like the weekend as well.
Look, if you have to use racism for clicks, that tells me you're more racist than anyone else in the room. That's what it tells me.
And also it proves to me that you can't handle a conversation without using the race card.
No,
and
you can't
handle a debate.
You can't.
Like if me and Event were having a debate about Chelsea and Arsenal, like I'm not gonna go down.
We gonna debate. We gonna have that talk. Today we gonna have that talk. You know what I mean? But it's absolutely ridiculous that they would try and attempt this. And that Polygon, and I dragged Polygon into this because you greenlit it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Polygon should take
you gave the go-ahead for this person to do that.
Exactly.
So. Yeah.
The go-ahead was there for this person to do that. So you're just as responsible.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as I'm concerned, let's move on because we're moving on to the horror stuff. For those who don't know, let's talk about this Army of the Dead. Now, before I get started on Army of the Dead, let me say that I have seen a number of people upset with this movie on Twitter. All right? Critics that are saying this movie was one of the worst movies they ever seen in their life. Are you serious? Yeah, are you serious? Are you serious? First off,
am I watching Soap Dry or something? Am I watching Paint Dry?
I don't know. I don't know because as far as I'm concerned, this movie was actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It could have been better in places, but it was a fucking damn
Is this about Psycho Gundam?
No, this is about Army of the Dead.
No.
Psycho Gundam, this guy. You mean Psycho Goreman? Yeah, no, we'll get to that afterwards. All right? We'll get to that afterwards. But Army of the Dead was...
Dave Bautista's in this movie, correct?
Yeah. Yes, he is.
He's Big Dick Dave.
Yeah. So you have to understand that this movie is a heist movie with zombies in it. With zombies.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what it is. It's a heist comedy movie with zombies. So that's the horror element. That's all it is. So you're going to get every trope that you get. All right?
Yeah, the movie, as you just said, it's pretty much a comedy meets zombies, and zombies are the best bit about the movie.
They are.
Zombies.
These zombies, for those who don't know, the way Zack Snyder did this, there is a huge evolution in zombies. I'm going to say that right now. Yeah. For those I don't know if y'all caught the Easter egg or not, but we're talking about not just zombies as mindless zombies, the running zombies, the alpha zombies who actually strike bargains and negotiate with humans, okay? But did anybody, for those who watched the movie, did anyone see the robot zombie? Anyone?
Yeah, I think I did.
There's a robot zombie in this movie. Not to mention animal zombies, all kinds of, like, there's all types of variations of zombies in this movie. But robot zombies, which, again, brings me back to our Terminator debate, but robotic zombies, okay?
And you know I hate robots, guys, and over here. So
I'm just saying that this movie has a lot of charm, it has a lot of action, it has a lot of comedy. It has a lot of tropes as well, don't get me wrong. You know, me and Odinson talked about this. We can't stand the daughter from the movie because she's an absolute trope. She's an absolute trope. But the movie itself, the movie itself, as far as I'm concerned, there's an evolution in zombies, in your zombie movies now. Now they think. And we saw this not too long ago, not what his daughter did. We saw the evolution with the moving zombies and how they ran in packs and herds. And then we saw, was it not too long ago, they tried to have zombies communicate with each other. And then in this one, they actually do communicate. They communicate almost animalistically. And it's very interesting that they do that. So the zombies are smart. And for those who don't understand, these type of movies, the humans are still at their mercy. Okay? This is not, oh, we're humans and we're still the alpha here. No, the zombies are the alpha. The humans are just surviving. And copping deals with them. That's all they're doing.
Yeah. That's the best thing about it, is that the zombies are...
No, and people are asking about hand signs. No, the zombies weren't using hand signs. They were grunting in a certain way that they could understand each other.
It's pretty much it's like what's called
it was very animalistic. Yeah, they had their calls, and the zombies got to the point where they were putting on helmets because they knew
they're going to war.
Yeah, they're going to war. But they knew if you destroy their brain, it's over. So they were wearing helmets. They knew exactly what they were doing.
Yep, and the humans, most of them died.
The majority of them died. Yeah. Majority of them died. But that's part of the comedy of it. That's why it's called. That's why it's a heist movie / comedy / horror. You shouldn't be taking it seriously. These are one of these movies that you should just sit back and be like, I'm going to accept all this. But that's not what people did. People want to start complaining and carrying on. Oh, this is so bad. The acting is bad. No, what acting? You get bit, you start screaming. Okay, what's the problem?
But people expect like a 20-star movie. You ain't gonna get that in comedy.
Yeah, they're saying how lions interact with each other. That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was.
It's like, how about Kentaro and Billy and Clyde? But the Billy and Clyde thing is the zombies, and Clyde's is the characters. That's it. There's no middle ground. It's just a random scenario. Here's comedy with it.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest here. If Vegas is getting ready to be bombed, right?
Yeah.
And you only have X amount of hours, and someone comes to you and says, "There's a bunch of money down in a vault. We want you to go get it." Why? Like, why? Why would you take the risk? Oh, well, you'll be richer. I don't want to hear that. You can barely survive one horde, let alone waves of zombies. Army of the dead. Army. Okay. You can't survive that. So as far as I'm concerned, like, they need a reason for the plot to continue. That's the entire point. Yeah. That's where it becomes just fun. Okay, you're doing this for the sake of doing it. It's fun. Sit back and let's just relax and let it play out. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, like you said, it's supposed to be there for enjoyment purposes, not there to be taken seriously. If you want that kind of crap, then look at 3 Days Later, because that was more in pace with that kind of style.
Yeah, like, why do you need to be rich in the zombie apocalypse? Why?
No.
Money.
It doesn't make sense, but in the end, I think what the reason for something like that in a zombie movie is post post-zombie apocalypse. Like, what's going to happen afterwards? You want to come out on top.
Yeah, money
And I think that's
doesn't
what
mean
people are
shit.
preparing for.
Money don't mean shit. Resources mean shit, but money really doesn't mean that much shit. Now, if you want to put a price tag on your resources and put value on your resources, say you need this many dollars to keep your somewhat structure of money going, your structure of how can I put this? I don't want currency going. I was going to say capitalism, but I mean to keep your currency going, then I understand that as well. But so prices are set high. But with money, these guys, the way they were getting paid, some of them were getting paid $2 million, others were getting paid $500,000, or some were getting paid $50,000. So as far as I'm concerned, wasn't nobody really getting rich off this.
Wimbledon's got paid $20K and they killed him.
Yeah, he was getting paid $20K.
Yeah, and they fucking killed him.
They killed him. So it really didn't matter. You know what I mean? It didn't matter.
It just shows how greedy that we are as a human society. Which no one wants to talk about in a movie.
I mean, look, they each had reasons. They had different reasons for the money. But at the end of the day, it wasn't going to matter because you knew that there were going to be casualties. You knew it.
Yeah. That's the risk.
If everyone, if everyone survives in this movie, then what was the point? Of course, people going to die. That's the entire point of the movie. You're going. It's a popcorn flick. You're going to have fun. That's what you're going to see.
Yeah. So the beginning though, when the guy was like flying the parachute, and he's like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, the guy's trying to fly on the parachute. Yeah, he was screwed. He was screwed. I think they did a great intro. They did. They did a great intro. He was screwed. He was going down. He was going down shooting. I'd have saved the last bullet for myself, to be honest. But I mean, he was going down shooting.
Great movie. Not better than the other movie. I'm just
saying. The money wasn't the goal. We knew that the money wasn't the goal for the higher ups. We know that. You know what I mean? And we also know that, Amari Hedrick said it, during when they was in the when they got there near the safe, he was like, what if this is just a repeat of over and over again? And he was showing the different dead, but it was them. They were looking at themselves. What is this? Yeah, what is this? What is this? If this is the same mistake that we keep making over and over, and he wasn't wrong. He was not wrong, but I'm waiting to see the sequel. I can't wait to see the sequel. I thought it did a lot of elements right for zombies that, like I said, it evolutionizes exactly what we have seen when it comes to zombie films. Zack Snyder did this with Dawn of the Dead in 2000. Was it 9? Was it 2009? Something like that.
I think so.
Yeah, the remake.
Yeah, the remake. He did a great job with that. I'm surprised we didn't see Ving Rhames show up. But, you know what I mean, to see what happens, with that crew, because we still don't know what happened with that crew. We still don't know what happened.
Yeah, they never explain anything after that. Like,
they explain anything.
Pretty much, you just see them, like, goof around in the shopping mall.
Exactly. So, as far as I'm concerned, this is the second one that Snyder has made. I'm waiting for a trilogy. I'm waiting for, just like how Edgar Wright has his Shaun of the Dead, The World Ends, and he has Hot Fuzz. Do any of them connect? No. But that's his trilogy, though.
Yeah. No, what is it called? The Crispy Cone whatever trilogy? What is it called?
I think it's called Crispy. Oh, I think it's called like the Connect something.
No, what is it called? It's called like it's named after the ice cream.
Ice cream. Yeah, I know. I don't remember.
So that was Mr. Softy, you mean?
No. It's named after like those. It's kind of like the Peanutty Buddy things that we have over here. Like
okay. I know you're talking about
Cornetto trilogy. Yeah, Cornetto. Yeah. It's kind of like those Nestle drumstick things that we have.
They're good. I wouldn't mind having one right now. Yeah. They're good. But no, I agree. I agree. It's you're going to have those type of trilogies, and I'm waiting for the third one because the way this movie it leaves it open ended for a third one. So I want to see what happens. So the next one has to happen in New Mexico. It has no choice unless you have it somewhere else and you reference New Mexico. So you have to do it.
You could say it's landing in Mexico, but maybe it lands in Texas. It's
possible.
That would be more interesting.
But New Mexico has nothing, dude. Like I said, I have a vendetta against New Mexico.
Wow.
Fucking long stretches of desert.
There's like I said, there is a trilogy here, and I think that people need to, dare I say, respect it. They have to, like I said, it's one of those things. I think, you know what this is? I think this is one of these type of trilogies that won't get its respect until years later. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be.
They'll look back on it and then say, "Oh, you know, this is pretty good." You know what I mean? The acting was wooden, the script was bad. What do you expect from a heist movie? We're not talking like hardcore here. You know what I mean? This is a horror movie.
I mean, not much.
Exactly. So you should have your cheesy one-liners. You should have your tropes. I mean, the guy's walking around with a fucking chainsaw. Well, a saw blade, actually. He's walking around with it like it's Gears of War. I mean, what do you expect?
Like, look at this movie franchise, The Naked Gun. We had Naked Gun 1, Naked Gun 2.5, and then we made it all the way to 33.
33 and a third, exactly.
So, no, here's the funny thing. I'm still waiting for those other sequels that we missed out on.
Well, you're not going to get those because Leslie Nielsen has, God bless him, has passed on. He's passed on. What do you mean he's pretty old? He's been gone. He's been gone.
That's right. Yeah.
He's been gone for years. So you're not going to get those.
I love those movies, but I'm just saying, like, how the hell did we made it to 33 sequels? That's the longest fucking movie sequel.
Well, that's the comedy part in it. That's the entire comedy part of it. You know what I mean? That's exactly what it is. The title.
Gun?
Yeah, The Naked Gun. Yeah.
There's no 33 sequels. They're just being stupid.
Yeah, they're just being stupid. That's the entire point. That's all it is.
Yeah, 33 and the third is just the third movie. It's kind of like if you look at Clay Fighter, 63 and the third.
Oh, that's the longest game sequel right there. So 63 and the fucking third.
Yeah, it's great.
And all I'm saying is, yeah, if you look at it that way, then all those games that came out in the 64 is like, what happened to the other 63 of them?
Exactly.
Mario 64. Where were the other Marios in between?
Where's Mario 63?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's just what they do. You know what I mean? You shouldn't think about it that much. It's not that deep. But speaking of other comedy horrors, let's talk about Psycho Goreman. Okay. Psycho Gundam. Psycho Goreman is an amazing horror comedy, and it is very 80s/90s. Very. So your bad guy talks like a wrestler the whole time. And it's hilarious because he's like, I will kill you. And the little girl's like, nah, he's just a friend. He won't kill you. He's like, yes, I will. Yeah.
Also, if you're a fan of trauma style films with like the practical effects, then it's right up your alley.
Trauma style practical effects. But here's the thing: the character designs of every monster look like a Power Rangers reject. So it was like it was on the cutting room floor, and they just took them. That's all they did. So yeah, it's a hilarious kids movie, but it does have gore in it. It does have gore. There's no cursing whatsoever in the movie. All right,
can't have any of that. Can't have that.
No, but they have gore. The first death, he double Sub-Zero's two guys. He just rips their head off. And he's like finish him. Rips their heads off. Spine's still intact and everything. I was like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny because everything is kind of inverted in Psycho Goreman. Because you're actually helping the bad guy here. You're not helping the good people. Even though the good people have their own agenda and motives, and their whole council have agenda and motives, it's one of those things where if you're helping the bad guy, you're actually losing the world. Right? That's what's going on here. But because he doesn't have the gem that keeps him in control, which is controlled by what, a 10, 12-year-old girl? Yeah. Yeah, hilarious. And make no mistake, this 10, 12-year-old girl, she carries this film. She carries the film. Really does. She does. She carries the film.
She's the best asshole though.
She was an asshole, but she was the best. You know, and I'm telling you, if you haven't seen this movie, you're missing out on so many references and inside jokes from the 80s and the 90s. I mean, they even have a rock montage in the middle of it where they're all playing instruments. Yeah. Like,
it's a movie without a montage.
But yeah, exactly. But it's hilarious. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way around this movie to say that it doesn't get 5 out of 5 because of the comedy elements. It's spot on. They hit it exactly. They hit their field of interest, and that audience that it resonates. It's so good. And I don't want to give it away, but I really want to see Psycho Goreman versus Godzilla. I really want to see that happen.
I just want to see Psycho Goreman 2 again.
Well, we're more likely we're going to get a Psycho Goreman 2.
Yeah.
But it's so Power Rangers-esque.
Psycho Gundam.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Psycho Gundam.
Yeah, he keeps saying Psycho Gundam. Psycho Goreman. It is so 80s and 90s-esque.
Hell.
And it's so Power Rangers-esque. When those guys come down from their other world to come to Earth, I couldn't help but laugh. You know, like... But it's one of those movies where definitely it has to be one of those things where you have to just give it a watch and just love every bit of it for a nostalgia standpoint. It's one of those movies.
And the end is the best though as well.
The end is the best. Yeah, because yeah, because the council was like, well, we went with plan A. I guess we got plan B. And they just start, because Psycho Goreman's taking over the world. So they're like, plan B? I guess we'll have to get out the guns and shoot ourselves in the head. Like, oh my God. I can't wait to see what the sequel's how it's going to go, but they did such a great job at this film. I'm very happy to have watched it. If you're it's one of those movies that if you're in a bad mood, it's going to put you in a better mood.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, it's one of those type of films. But speaking of films, Disney adds The Walking Dead to Disney Plus in the UK.
Yeah,
in the UK.
I mean,
it's one show I ever watched.
Pip pip cheerio.
I play this. Try and watch it and let us know if anything's been edited. But this really is a call. It's a call to.
They're probably gonna edit out all the knives and stuff in it.
Knives? No. They got. I mean, if they're gonna leave all the gore in, then this opens up the door for Disney to bring back Punisher. We know Blade and Moon Knight are coming. Like, we know that Ghost Rider's eventually going to come. This opens the door for Disney Plus to say, hey, we have gore too. We have adult content.
Yeah, and you got, like, there's already is like a ways to get 18 plus content on your stuff anyway.
Yeah.
You got like Family Guy, you got fucking things like Borat.
Good God, so Family Guy is a pox on family on entertainment as a whole.
It is. Yeah, it is. I mean, Family. Look, I'm gonna be honest. Family Guy wasn't funny after season 2.
Exactly.
That's me. That's me.
Yeah, that Family Guy lost their. They lost all their.
They literally had their 5 minutes of fame, and that was it. I think once they made Brian an insufferable liberal, like it just made me like, I was like, dude, they ruined his character.
Well,
they ruined his character.
I put it like this. I see Disney, and people are saying that Disney, they think that a rated R movie still will do well. I think they've come to grips to know that rated R movies will do well. Here's the biggest problem I have with Disney putting on The Walking Dead. Not, of course, we'll get gore. But what if all the gore stuff is paywalled? What if they decide to make all gore stuff premium content like they did with Mulan and Black Widow and Aladdin and all those? What if they put that behind a paywall?
Word, movies got DLC now? What the fuck?
Yeah, they kind of done that quite at the movie.
I think we did this to ourselves. And by that I mean consumers as a whole, because we said we've had enough of high cable bills. And then now all of a sudden we have 1.5 billion different streaming services that add up to more than we ever had.
I tried to tell people that before. I tried to. Yeah.
I mean, it's stupid. I've worked in the cable business myself, so I've seen it. I've seen the nosedive happen, and people just can't seem to separate themselves from high bills. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's just.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
It's yeah.
It's a strain on people's wallet. If you subscribe to maybe 4 or 5 of these subscriptions, and we're not talking your PlayStation, your PC, we're not talking all those other bills that you have at home, but all these other places, you got to think Disney, HBO Max, Paramount Plus, Shudder,
Peacock,
Peacock, Netflix,
fucking Netflix.
So this is the age of streaming service now.
Yeah. I think what they're going to do is it's going to come back around to a 360. I think what's going to happen is people are going to get tired of these companies trying to bring out their own products when it comes to streaming, and they're going to go back to cable.
Well, here's what I think what's going to happen. There's going to be a shift in cable. I think what's going to happen is that cable's going to shift to like they're going to have their own like streaming service, but it's going to work like cable, but instead of a cable box, you're now going to have a cable app.
Yeah, right now I think that Shudder and HBO Max are probably the two best when it comes to it, because when they have a premiere show or something, they actually put it out for everyone to watch for a while. HBO Max will let you watch Wonder Woman or Zack Snyder's Justice League or Kong vs. Godzilla and all those for a month at least before they decide to take them back off and then bring them back later. They'll let you see them for free.
But we're in the stream wars now.
Yeah, but those don't know The Conjuring is supposed to come to HBO Max for free. And so you'll see that for a month for free before they bring the new Conjuring. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. But these companies, every company now is trying to grab everything. And it's, to be honest, it's not going to go well, I feel. Unless you're going to pay for all these. Like, I don't need ESPN. You know what I mean? I don't need the thousand. I just wish that cable had the ability to let you pick the channels that you want. You know what I mean? There's 1,000 channels on my cable that I don't watch. I don't need them. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I just feel as though these bundle deals that they have is just horrible.
That's what TV's turned into. It's just pretty much primarily all trash. Like back when we were growing up, TV was good. It was good programming back then.
We sound like an old man pod now.
Back
when we were growing up.
Andy Dick. TV used to be over at 8 o'clock sharp, and I would be in bed by then.
Oh my God, that was really so bad.
Especially fucking watching the Monday Night Wars with WWF and WCW. That was my shit.
Well, you had something to watch
then. To good family values, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, you know, right? Yeah, let them y'all, I'm telling you now, if they remake King of the Hill, you know that's going to go bad, right? That's just going to go bad. We saw what they just did with the Powerpuff Girls. Y'all saw what they did. Like, come on.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I heard about that. Apparently, they're reshooting the pilot.
Yeah, that's what pilots are for, though. I mean, you pilot it, you focus group it, and you see how how it does, and then you go back to the drawing board. But the guy, apparently the person who's writing for this is the same person who wrote that episode with the Powerpuff Girls where they all fell in love with him or whatever. This guy's a pedophile.
Oh, man.
He's a pedophile. He is known for being, he's known for doing this. So as far as I'm concerned, take this man off the project.
So he's like a Neil Druckmann. He wants to insert himself into the fucking
no, if you watch the cartoon, he definitely inserted himself. All right? No pun intended. He inserted himself.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. On some little girls. So that's why the internet calls him a pedophile. So I don't want anyone to think that I'm just calling him one. This is what the internet is calling him. And you see these screens and you see everything. It's like, wow, this is crazy. They say he wrote himself in the show to have, a romantic relationship with Blossom. Yeah, this is what we're dealing with.
So you don't get that shit out of Eddie.
Well, no, but I mean,
I guess I can shoehorn something in too with that little bit of knowledge. Kevin Smith's He-Man looks like it's going to be woke too.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be super woke, and I'm not looking forward to it. I don't have a problem with Tila being the main protagonist. But
He-Man, like I said before, He-Man already has his own
pronoun.
Yeah, it's literally he.
Yeah,
it's literally He-Man. Just leave the rest of it fucking alone.
They already fucked over She-Ra. She. You know what I mean? They already fucked her over.
He, she, He-Man, She-Ra. Like, I'm just saying.
It's crazy.
They were doing pronouns before it was cool.
It's crazy to see what these people are doing. Like, how about this? Stop remaking old stuff. And how about you create your own stuff? It's not that hard. But Hollywood has run out of ideas. And when they have ideas like Army of the Dead or Psycho Goreman, it gets shit on. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Gundam.
It's because the movies like that don't check any boxes.
Yeah, exactly. So, I'll put it like this: Army of the Dead gave a lot of fan service. I mean, they showed a lot of homage to Alien and a lot of other places. So I mean, they're recognizable. I mean, they're in your face recognizable. Hammer over the head recognizable. Psycho Goreman is just very, very 90s, 80s esque with the Power Ranger stuff. It's just, as far as I'm concerned, even Cartoon Network at one point was like, they did their, you know how they do their little slides where they're like, yo, you know, they talk on Adult Swim, and they put those little posts up, and they're like, oh yeah, they had one that was like, oh, you're supposed to be an adult, you shouldn't be arguing over this, blah 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 blah, you're an adult. And I'm like, yo, you're literally called Adult Swim. How are you getting on people for being an adult and arguing about things when when your place is called Adult Swim? It's stupid. Like, I just can't do it anymore. I just can't. They just talked about, they just changed, what is it? In Rugrats, they changed, what is the mother, they just changed her to being gay? Is that it? On Rugrats?
Yeah, openly gay.
Yeah, she's openly gay now. So, they're just taking things and just messing with it, just to mess with it.
You can't be fucking
Wait, hold on, who's gay?
Yeah.
Rugrats' mother.
Yeah.
I think it's Tommy's mother, is it?
Wait, who's gay? Yeah,
exactly. They're changing the Rugrats up, dude. So it's one of those things.
The Rugrats are gay?
Not the children, the parents.
No, I was about to say they're babies. Babies
no,
can't be
not
gay.
not the babies. No, they're not going after the babies yet. Notice I said yet. They're not going after them yet.
They're gonna get huge problems.
It's Betty that they're saying is going to be gay, openly gay.
Oh, the twins. The twins' mom.
Twins' mom, she looked kind of gay. So I mean.
Yeah, but she's a lesbian now. So it's like they just do whatever the hell they want, and I don't care. I don't know.
I just don't watch fucking today's cartoons. It's just so fucking.
TV nowadays has become like just a bunch of fucking. It's just a big circle wank for everyone.
It is.
You know, to be like, oh yeah, we're so inclusive. Oh my god. Oh god, yes, inclusiveness.
Well, it's not. No, it's not about inclusive.
At the cost of plot and story, and just the story just making sense. They just want to shoehorn as much people of color and gay and whatever the fuck they want.
Let's break that down real quick. Anybody at this point, and I always used it as a sarcasm, but people of color. That's just a way of saying colored people. That's all it is. That's their way of just saying colored people, which means it's still racist to say.
Yeah. That's why I don't say that shit.
POCs. Excuse me, but I remember
being inclusive. I said it before. I'll say it again. It's okay for representation. I have no problem with that. But when you're trying to replace characters is where I have a problem with it.
But here's the thing about
you just flesh out what you have. That's what you need to do. You expand your universe. You don't replace your universe. That's not what you do.
Doug did a fantastic job.
Yeah. Look, they're already saying that the podcast is canceled. Doesn't matter. It's canceled.
Podcast is canceled.
Again, may I have to remind everyone, please ring the bell when you're subscribed so that you get these podcasts before we do get canceled. Like I said, expand the universe. That's all you have to do. You don't have to replace anybody. You want to fill your world. That's what you want to do, because that's what it is. It's a world. It's a universe. You've created this world. Expand on it more. Fill it up more with people. Hell, The Simpsons showed you how to do that shit for how long? And now everybody wants to go back to The Simpsons like, this you? Apu is offensive. And this, like, come on, man. Bleeding Gums Murphy is offensive. Come on.
Guy.
Yeah, like, come on. Yeah, like, come on. Like, these are things that happen really in real life. So I don't understand how it's offensive.
It's offensive because it's not pleasant to look at, and apparently people don't like to look at things that aren't pleasant.
I am so
the thing
tired.
is, it's like, look, and this is happening even in history books, like being the history book revisions and everything. Trust me, this is stuff they're teaching kids. In fact, I wouldn't say teaching; they're indoctrinating kids is what they're doing. But you know,
I don't subscribe to the fact that people are going to be offended on my behalf. I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
If I'm offended for a reason. I'm gonna tell you what my reason is. I don't need somebody else to come along and say, well, this is
You should be
offensive to black
outraged
people.
because of this.
Yeah, exactly. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that at all.
Event, I think you should be outraged.
I should, yeah, exactly. Right? like, come on. Like, I think they've taken it too far, and it's gotten to the point now where you can't even say anything without someone else being outraged by something. Like, come on. You can't even have your own opinion on something without someone coming and trying to trounce on you. And I'll give you a damn good example, okay? Why is it that everyone can still walk around here, and I hate to use this word. Y'all know I hate to use it. It's very rare I use it. But everyone can still walk around here saying, nigga, this, and the third, and trash black men all day fucking long. And nothing happens. But as soon as you say something about something being gay or something about, their pronouns, all of a sudden, we got a problem. They going to gang up and they going to just dump on you. They going to gang up on you. So it's okay for certain people to be, to still be trashed on, but not others. I thought this was about equality. Because if it's about equality, then everyone should be treated equally. You shouldn't want to be a standout. You shouldn't want to grandstand. I don't understand that part.
Here's my unpopular opinion. Correct me if I'm wrong. And this is gonna sound mighty ignorant, maybe to some.
Okay.
But about gay rights. What gay rights are we talking about that gays don't have that I don't have?
No,
because last I remember.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
Last I remember when I worked at AT&T, I remember one time I worked at AT&T. This is just one example. And this is just one example. I worked at AT&T and I was with my girlfriend at the time. And we weren't married or anything. We weren't anything special, but we lived together. And I wanted to put her on my insurance. Because we weren't married, I couldn't put her on my insurance. However, if I was gay and she was a domestic partner, she could be on my insurance.
Okay.
But I'm like, hold on, that doesn't make any sense. So if she's my girlfriend, I'm a straight couple.
Well,
we're a straight couple, then I can't put her on insurance. But if we were a gay couple, then I could.
Well, here's the thing. All right. Gay people still have to fight for rights, as in getting married. There's states that still.
Isn't that legal? Hasn't that already been legal?
No. There's still states that abolish it. They want simple rights, as in insurance, like you said. However, I have seen the flip side of things. Here in Philadelphia, there was a gay bar here that was strictly for gay people. It was a sports bar. It was strictly for gay people. No straight people were allowed there. It was only for gay people. And I had questioned, when the hell have gay people ever been, somewhat kicked out of straight bars for being gay? I've never seen it here.
So I've never seen that anywhere either.
I want people to understand that we are here in Philadelphia. We are a sanctuary city. So we have that. We have our own gayborhood even. So it was only a gay bar only. Where's that gay bar today? Not around. Closed up shop. Why? Because gay people weren't supporting the gay bar.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if
closed before COVID.
You're gay or not. I mean, the thing is that the whole point was you want equality. Equality doesn't mean shitting on someone else just to make your voice louder.
I don't believe in I don't believe in punching someone down just to make yourself feel better. I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
To make yourself look better. I don't believe in that. If you want to be equal, and that's in terms of equality, I believe that there's room for both. Same thing with the gender wars. I believe there's room for both. Men and women can coincide and still be good without tearing down men and saying that women need this, and this. I think there's room for it. But and you have to understand, Twitter is not the end all be all. And they swear that they speak everything into existence. And it's not how it works. That's not how it works. Not in the real world. So it goes to show you with that example. If it was about, everything has to be exclusive. I thought you wanted to be inclusive. Which one is it?
Yeah.
You want to be
folks can't
equal.
seem to make up their mind on that one.
Exactly. You want to be equal, yet you still want to stand out. Nah, if I'm treating you equal, I'm going to treat you just like every other poor motherfucker around here. You know what I mean? Every poor sap around here. That's how I'm going to treat you. You know?
Say something real fast about that. About, the equal rights for gays. Like, I'm going to quote Frank Reynolds. If gays want to suffer and get married like the rest of us, so be it. No skin off my ass. They want to be just like us. Let it be.
I don't have a problem with it. They want to get married, let them get married.
I don't have a problem with it
don't
either.
bother me.
I have no problem with
it's none of my business.
If you're gay and you want to be married, that's fine.
And
yeah,
exactly.
Like no skin off my ass.
I mean, whatever happens in your bedroom is your business.
Yeah, it is. It's your business. And like I said, for me, I just feel as though it's absolutely ridiculous of where it's going. But speaking of gayness, we're going to move on to our next topic. All right? Because we've seen what Alucard has done in a while. All right? His last season. What is he going to do this season? Castlevania, the fourth and final season for Castlevania.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Which was, if you ask me, was amazing. Castlevania was fucking amazing.
It was. I loved it. I love the whole anime in general. But I want to get this straight to everybody. That's not canon to the actual Castlevania timeline.
No, it's
for
not.
those who've seen the final season.
No, it's not. Not at all.
I'll just say this. I don't like Carmela.
Well, Carmilla gets what she gets.
Yeah, Carmella's always
she got what she deserved.
Yeah, she get what she gets. But she put on a hell of a fight. She put up a hell of a fight. So, I don't have a problem with that.
Somebody in the chat said, is Alucard gay?
No. Alucard gay?
Alucard's not.
I mean,
if you watch season 3, he's bi. If you watch season 3.
Yeah.
Here's my problem with bisexuals. They're greedy.
Damn. Damn. He said, I need a woman and a man, huh?
All the women and men.
Vampires are bi.
Vampires are bi. And because you don't know, you have to think, they've lived for so long, they probably want to experiment on the other side every once in a while. You know what I mean? That's what they've done. And I don't think that it really takes away from anything. I think that season 4 showed that, and it wasn't good until the team got back together. I mean, let's be honest here. You had your action scenes, but to be honest, I really thought that Trevor was going to die. I really thought that going up against Death, I thought he was going to lose that battle. I mean, am I wrong here? I mean,
me and my friend Panic Shadow, we watched it and we was blowing out of our seat when it came to that final part.
That scene was great. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Death got jokes though.
Yeah, Death got jokes. He got jokes. He got jokes. He got better jokes. He got better bars than Shao Kahn. Yeah, he do.
But I do want to give my opinions.
Go ahead.
About Castlevania.
Go ahead.
The anime. Sure, I enjoyed. I give it a 10 out of 10 in general. I enjoyed it. I see what they were trying to do, but here's my opinion about the thing. I'm a huge Castlevania fan, and while I was expecting out of Curse of Darkness in that form in anime, my expectations were high because honestly, the way that they did Isaac and Hector in the anime, I'll be real with everybody, I did not like how they wrote them, especially Isaac, because for those who played Curse of Darkness and read the manga through their backstory, Isaac didn't give a fuck.
Nah, he didn't.
He would just kill you.
He kill you, yeah.
No, he hated humans for being the way he was treated.
Yeah, I was waiting for the problem between Hector and Isaac, and it never came.
And here's the funny thing. For those that don't know, Isaac has a sister named Julia, and she was a witch. Nowhere to be mentioned in the anime. Legit, Isaac has a sister named Julia. Nowhere to be mentioned in the anime. And I was expecting for her to make an appearance because she has a connection with Hector. But seeing how the anime did a whole 180. But yeah, that's my only gripe is with Hector and Isaac. I didn't like how they wrote them. And honestly, yeah, I mean, Isaac's redesign in the anime was okay.
I didn't have a problem with his design.
I like the original Isaac better.
Well, for the first season, it did follow Castlevania 3, which happens to be my favorite game out of the Castlevania series. So I'll give it that, but out of the group of people characters, Sypha's my favorite.
Okay. Fucking the anime, they did
you're right on that. I'm gonna agree with him. I'm gonna agree. She was the favorite out of the bunch. She was great.
Yeah, Sypha, they did.
I love how she would, kind of look at both Trevor and Alucard and be like, "You two are just acting like kids."
Yeah. I mean, she even got on Trevor. She's like, "Now look, now you got me cursing." I'm like, it's hilarious. Yeah. Like he just rubbed off on her.
She was complaining about it.
Yeah. So I felt that that it was definitely one of those things where the show was great for what it was. I mean, I don't want people to feel as though this is the end of Castlevania because it has been reported that you are going to get more Castlevania. They're just tying up that story arc and they're going to make a new one. So I don't want people to think that this is just the end of Castlevania because it's not. So I'm hoping that
another Castlevania within that universe.
Yeah, you're going to get it within the universe. Yeah, I'm just.
So my hopes for that Devil May Cry, I think, just pretty much went out the window.
Yeah, because Castlevania is bringing in so much money, and to be honest, I think Castlevania needs it right now. I think priority-wise, I think Castlevania needs it more than Devil May Cry needs it.
Well, especially because of the way Konami's treated the property anyway.
Yeah, I think Castlevania needs this right now.
I'll say this to the guys in the chat, everyone here, and for those who didn't play Castlevania like that, like I did, get a chance to actually play every Castlevania game. They're actually good.
Good luck with that.
Every Castlevania is good.
There is a collection coming out.
Yeah, there's a collection that's coming out on physical, but you can get it digital right now.
Yeah.
The Castlevania collection.
Castlevania. My personal favorite, I have to say, is Bloodlines on Genesis. That's the best one. Best soundtrack.
Yes.
Best soundtrack. What?
Man, I disagree.
I disagree fully. Anything that's not Bloody Tears needs to have a seat. That's how I feel.
No. Iron Blue Intention is probably one of the best
that's my
Castlevania
shit.
songs.
That's one of my favorite songs, Iron Blue Intention.
Nah. Anything that's not Bloody Tears have a seat, son.
Look,
sorry.
I'm neutral party here for this Castlevania thing.
Oh, man, we got a combo breaker in here, man. Somebody says Soten is the best.
Soten is the what?
Soten. Okay,
are you serious right now? No. We're not having that. No.
Hold on.
Super Castlevania 4.
Hold on. Guys, hold on. If we're talking about Symphony of the Night, it has to be the Sega Saturn version. That's the best one.
Symphony of the Night. Look, it doesn't matter what version it is, but you have to be kidding me that you're going to sit here and tell me that Bloody Tears is not the top tier of songs. Have you heard that on a guitar? Have you heard it?
I've heard Bloody Tears,
Killer.
But to me, to me, Bloody Tears has been played out just like Dr. Wily's Castle from Mega Man 2 has been played out. Dude.
Oh shit, yeah. No, I agree.
I'm tired of hearing Bloody Tears.
No.
It's been played to death.
There's a reason why it's been played to death, because it's such an iconic song that you can't kill it. Not even with Vampire Slayer. You can't kill it with Morningstar. You can't kill anything.
Have you heard? But it also goes to a really shit game. I mean, part two wasn't shit.
Shit.
But it was a weaker entry to the Castlevania series.
No, bro. No. I will defend part 2 until the end. To the end. This is the hill I die on. Whether you like part 2 or not, look. Part 2 has such a great lore to it. I think the difficulty in part 2 is what gets people so mad because of the difficulty. But you can't sit here and tell me that part 2 is bad. No. Especially look, when nighttime hits, enemies get tougher. I get it, but you got to be prepped. If you're not prepped, then of course you're going to lose. You're not going to get far. You're not.
Here's something. When it comes to Castlevania 2, I recommend Simon's Quest Rebitten. If you want, that's like the best fucking version, and it's a fan. Someone made this.
Okay.
It's a fan made one, but it's the best version of Castlevania 2.
I will always say Castlevania 1 is my top tier favorite. I will always say that. But Bloody Tears, with Simon Belmont. And Simon Belmont is my favorite Vampire Slayer. Just to let y'all know that. But I am not going to put any type of slander on Bloody Tears at all. Nope.
It's not Jonathan Morris.
Yeah, he's from Texas.
Jonathan Morris from Texas.
Yeah, here's the thing. When it comes to Bloodlines and Portrait of Ruin, because
did you say butt lines?
Bloodlines.
Oh, I thought you said butt lines.
No,
butt lines.
We've passed Utah, guy. We've passed it already.
I'll give the whole story of Bloodlines and Portrait of Ruin some props because it's actually almost based on Bram Stoker's Dracula, and I love Bram Stoker's fucking Dracula. I always play that movie every time I do Castlevania month in October.
So you're a simp for Mina?
Dude.
You're a simp for Mina? You're a simp for Mina?
No.
No?
I just love the fucking movie.
I was about to say.
Especially fucking Gary Oldman playing fucking Dracula.
Well, he did a great job. He did.
Great job.
But
I don't know. I'm gonna have to say my favorite Castlevania is Castlevania 3.
Castlevania 3. Okay.
My favorite theme out of all the Castlevanias is the intro stage to Super Castlevania 4.
Oh, come on!
That's Simon's theme.
Bloody Tears! I can't stress this enough. I cannot stress this. Oh my god!
It's just Simon's theme. I forgot the name of it.
Oh, theme of Simon Belmont. That's all it's called.
No, it actually has a name.
Bloody Tears. I'm not going any further.
But all I know is it's no Iron Blue Intention. It's no Reincarnated Soul.
Bloody Tears.
I'm just saying. There's a reason why. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bloody Tears is
Bloody Tears, the apex predator. It's the apex predator
let's see
of
why. Why
wasn't
it? Well, I was about to say why wasn't it in the later Castlevanias, but it was. It was, but so was Iron Blue Intention. That one was in almost. I think it was like in a couple of the Game Boy Advance ones too.
Bloody Tears is the apex predator of Castlevania songs. You could not tell me differently. I will die on this hill. I will die on this hill with my leather vampire slayer.
Radioing in for artillery.
Yeah, right. It will never get any better for me than that.
Bloody Tears is okay, but I think it's just played out.
Well, listen, it's a legendary song. That's why so many people cover it.
Legendarily
that's exactly
played
why.
Out, but yes.
No, look, legendary songs always get played all the time. I mean, we just had this talk on Twitter about AC/DC and what's the legendary songs, and we were talking about it.
God.
It will never get old because they're legendary songs.
You mean Maximum Overdrive's album?
Yeah, right.
I remember.
Because of Marvel, everyone's an AC/DC fan now.
Okay.
That has nothing. Well, look, no, I think that they did that because of that whole Iron Man thing. I get it, but I've been listening to AC/DC since I was a kid, and you cannot tell me. I didn't even pick any of those songs that the ones that Marvel did. I didn't even pick any of those songs. The group that they said the songs that they picked. I picked Thunderstruck. Out of the group that they said it could have been, I picked Thunderstruck. Then I picked Shoot the Thrill. But Thunderstruck I thought came first. We used to play football today. We used to play hockey today. You know what I mean? Like when we were kids. So AC/DC goes deeper than me than just Marvel. But I understand why you feel that way.
Bum, bum.
Yeah, I mean seriously, that was a football song. Hell, I believe they even put it in Any Given Sunday. So it was that was a football song. There was no one playing around with that. So I definitely understand why, but I understand, the newer generation, they heard it in Marvel, so they think they're, that's why they're so great. And there's only those songs. I understand. Yeah. I mean, people were saying Dirty Deeds and the Deeds Done Cheap. I understand that. There was Highway to Hell. There's a number of them. You know what I mean? I get it. I definitely understand. So.
Well, I'm just saying, the entire soundtrack was done by AC/DC for Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah. And we still...
So, you were literally just listening to the album while watching the movie.
If anything needs a remake, it's Maximum Overdrive.
Dude,
you know what
thank you. I agree.
Put The Rock in there and let him do his thing. That's how I see it. Maximum Overdrive definitely needs a remake.
I have nothing towards, the movie It
uh-huh.
at all. I have nothing towards the remake. Like it's good in its own right. Granted, I never watched it, but I'm gonna say the best version is the original with Tim Curry.
Yeah, it's always going to be the best. Yeah, that's going to be the best.
But the movie that I feel that needs to be remade is Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah, Maximum Overdrive.
Just because of how stupid it is, I love it.
Yeah, that and my close second is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I think that needs to be remade too. They said Varsity Blues had Thunderstruck in it. See, so I told you, football movies they go hand in hand with Thunderstruck, man. I'm telling you, it was a real thing back then. Wasn't no one playing around?
I'd be fine for a Spaceballs remake.
A Spaceballs remake? What? No.
Hear me out.
That's a classic. No.
All right, let's hear him out.
All right, go ahead. All right.
I just want them to take the piss off the new movies and saying, "Oh, this is fucking trendy. There's just doing all the SJW jokes." And
I don't think they'll be able to do that. I don't think they'll be able to do that. I think the slapstick will go on deaf ears and they'll just dunk on it all day.
Yeah, that's the sad thing. Like that's what I'd like to see, something stupid. You know, like that, or I don't know, another Simon Pegg and Nick Frost movie.
Well, the crowd is calling for a Mad Max remake with Mel Gibson, though. I don't need Mel Gibson. I thought the last Mad Max one was really good. I thought it was really well done.
No, I did like Fury Road. I have it on Blu-ray.
They're saying the Spawn remake. Y'all getting the new Spawn movie. They're gonna remake it. They're gonna reboot Spawn. They already said they're gonna. McFarlane's already on the project. You're getting a new movie for that.
But yeah, like I think what is it? Mel Brooks. Man, I don't know. Like I can't remember. Did he pass away or is he?
No, he's still alive. He's still alive. They did a Twitter video not too long ago. His son and him did a video not too long ago.
He's super old.
Yeah, I would just say just leave that alone. That The Princess Bride, all those, just leave those alone. Just leave it alone. I don't want. And they're talking about remaking The Princess Bride. I don't want to see it.
Let's just say if they decided to go ahead and make a Spaceballs, a new one, like I could see doing it with maybe Milbrook's son.
Yeah. I don't know.
Being like the son of President Scrooge.
It depends on how they really play it off. I mean, we're getting a new Ghostbusters, and we're seeing that the writing that's being done is not by Ivan Reitman, but it's being done by his son. So it's what I mean.
Wasn't Harold Ramis the writer for the original one?
Yeah, but it's about Harold Ramis.
It was Harold Ramis and
Ivan Reitman.
Isaac.
Ivan Reitman. But it's about Harold Ramis. It's about how he's the grandfather that's passed on, and they're passing on the lineage to his grandson. Like this is something that's I'm looking forward to. You know what I mean?
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, and Bill Murray's talked about coming back and how it was tough to wear the proton packs and everything. Like there's some legs here for this.
Well, to be fair, you're even lucky getting that because how the last fucking Ghost movie came out, that was fucking trash.
Well, look, the lady.
What's even more amazing about this too is the same thing with Bill Murray is that this time he's not being strong-armed into doing this movie.
Yeah, he wants to do it. Yeah,
for the 2016, like he genuinely wanted to do this.
The 2016 one had a lot of bad moments in it, and like I remember Melissa McCarthy hit a ghost with one of her things. She was like, "I killed a ghost." I'm like, "You killed a ghost? You can't kill a ghost. You're supposed to trap ghosts." You know what I mean? Like. That's where it fell apart for me. You know what I mean? The comedy was somewhat there, but for what we heard, that they had to do a lot of they were doing a lot of improv. And it was like hours and hours and hours of shooting of just improv until they got something good. And it was like, damn, like that's not you know what I mean? Like if that's what you had to rely on, that's not good. So
that's the point. You can't do that with Ghostbusters movies. It's a basic plot.
I'm looking forward to this new Ghostbusters Afterlife. I'm looking forward to it. But what y'all should also be looking forward to it is our next topic, which is the G.I. Joe Snake Eyes trailer. I don't know if y'all saw this, but wow. I mean, wow.
No, I saw the trailer. I was really impressed.
Yes. I mean, we're not going to see Ray Park as Snake Eyes, but wow. This is like, come on. Like, this is something you're looking forward to at this point. Like, this is something that I would definitely go watch. Like, I think that G.I. Joe, the previous one, was it Retribution or something like that? I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, the second one with The Rock was they kind of cleaned it up, cleaned it up a little bit. But this one looks like it's going to be good.
The first movie with those exosuits,
the first one was terrible. It was terrible.
The exosuits.
Yeah, they all get these like exosuits, that would give them enhanced strength and
they
stuff.
asking for a Warriors remake.
It was just stupid.
No Warriors remake. I don't want to see a Warriors remake. I don't want to see that. Keep all the gangs and their themes. Keep it the way it is. You know what I mean?
But the Snake Eyes trailer is really cool. And then what's even crazier too is like even shows Storm Shadow without his mask on.
Mask on. Yeah, I think this is it. I think this is what we've been waiting for when it comes to the G.I. Joe franchise. I think this is absolutely it. I think that if G.I. Joe is smart, what they'll do is they'll do a number of standalone movies. I think that's what they should do. You know what I mean? To remind the public who's who. I would like to see a Quick Kick movie. We talked about before off this. We talked about a Shipwreck movie. I would love to see that.
Dude, I'd love to see Shipwreck.
Roadblock
since he's my favorite Joe.
Yeah, Roadblock got his movie. I would love to see a Tunnel Rat movie. Joe. I would love to see. I would love to see Tunnel Rat in one of these movies. You know what I mean? I would like to see Lieutenant Falcon come in and do something since Duke is apparently deceased. In the second movie. There's a number of movies I would love to see spread out from the G.I. Joe franchise that could really
I'd like to see the Rise of Cobra Commander.
I would love. Well, they had the Rise of Cobra. They did have that, but Cobra Commander. I think that the Cobra Commander they had, I think did really well.
They already did Rise of all that. Remember
they did the Rise
every
of Cobra.
Movie was Rise of something?
Yeah,
remember there was like a
brief
period in the 2010s where everything was Rise of whatever.
Yeah.
Like everything was literally named Rise of whatever. Rise of the Tomb Raider. Rise of Cobra. Rise of I can go on and on about the rise of whatever.
Well, I mean, like I'm talking about like a live action movie. Like the backstory, like show how Cobra Commanders comes up.
I have no problem. I would love to see. I would love to see them get into it, and then Serpentor come in. You know what I mean? I would love to see that.
Or that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Serpentor.
I mean, it's really I mean, you can have everything at this point. Dr.
Mindbender.
Yeah, Dr. Mindbender should be in it. I mean, Destro was in the one before, I believe.
And Destro, yeah, I'd like to see that too.
Baroness was in it too. I would like to see Zartan and them have their own thing.
With the metal head, right?
Yeah, Destro's on the metalhead. Yeah, I would like to see Zartan come in and have his group come in, and Nomads have his own group.
Zartan, yeah. Him and what are they called? The Morlocks or something like
Morlocks or Nomad? I forgot. Yeah, Morlock. I think so. So there's so many of them that they use that moniker of rise. It's like, okay, it's time to get rid of that moniker and come up with something else. But I would love to see solo films done well with these G.I. Joe characters. Again, this is a world that can be fleshed out. It's a huge universe. And
it could totally be its own universe. Hell, I'd be happy to see it do a mix with Transformers.
Yeah, I mean, Transformers has been. I think they're going to give Transformers a rest for a minute because Michael Bay did nothing for Transformers. I mean, it was a popcorn flick.
Other than just big explosions.
Yeah, big explosions. I mean,
the only good movie from that sequel was the third one, and everything else was trash. Actually, no, the first one's alright.
No. Transformers Bumblebee is actually really well done.
Yeah,
it's well done. Well, yeah. I'm just saying that if you want a little bit more nostalgia with your Transformers, go with Transformers Bumblebee. That's the one you want to go with.
So, well, speaking of
the Transformers Bumblebee was good.
But was it no, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say Rinku mentioned that he wanted a remake. I'm gonna say no because we already got those kind of remakes from Wolf of Cybertron.
Okay.
And people
I haven't seen
that. Movie would work. They're really, really good animation noise and it's good voice acting.
Well, I'm happy that you brought up the animation point because our next topic is DC Comics has announced that there is going to be an Injustice animated film. Yeah, that's right.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah. Definitely looking forward to that.
And Doom and I have always said this: if there's one thing DC does right, it's always their animated films.
Oh yeah, that's
the one
exactly
thing that bar none.
Yep.
They're untouchable as far as their animated films.
Yeah, they are undisputed champions of animated films. They are, no doubt about it.
Like they have the animated film industry on lockdown. The
They
only
do.
downside is that they can't do their live action films for shit.
Well, yeah, that's always been a trade-off. Marvel has some alright animated shows, but their movies are superior. DC,
Yeah.
their animated shows are superior, but their movies are just yeah. It's always been that way. It's always been the reverse. Yeah.
I'd rather see DC just go back to the animation style and just stick with it full time.
Well, I mean,
live action as well.
I'm looking forward to this Injustice film. I mean, these shows. I mean, this is what we wanted. They're giving us what we want, and I understand that there's some people.
Fucking Superman, man. We finally got an evil Superman.
Well, I mean, you got somewhat of a hardcore Superman in Red Sun.
True.
You kind of did. So I mean,
Superman just flip.
And the Justice Lords.
And
I mean, you got that too.
What is it in one of the other animated films where you get to see Superman at his brightest, which was All Star.
Yeah, All Star Superman was great, and then to be honest, if you want a ruthless Superman, watch Superman versus the Elite.
The Elite.
Yeah, watch that one. Watch Superman versus the Elite.
That's quite an eye opener with Superman.
Yeah, what he was doing in that.
This dude saying like, "How do you feel about that I have to, live in a world made of cardboard and walk around like on eggshells?"
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I felt it was great. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they're doing great by Superman. They've done great by Batman. They're doing great by Wonder Woman. I mean, Wonder Woman's had enough of, I won't say has enough. You can still make more, I mean, compared to Superman and Batman. You had Wonder Woman. You had Bloodlines. Wonder Woman deserves a little bit more, I deserve. I deserve. She deserves.
You deserve more. I deserve as a fan.
Yeah, I deserve as a fan. What the hell?
As a fan, I would like to see Wonder Woman just fuck off with Batman.
Yeah, I would like to see more of the sub-heroes get their due. Yeah. I mean, we see the Teen Titans get their due. We haven't seen enough, I feel, of Blue Beetle, and I know they put him in the Teen Titans, but I'm not talking about that Blue Beetle. I'm talking about the old school Blue Beetle and team him up with Booster Gold. I haven't seen enough Booster Gold because for those who know, Booster Gold can go through time and fix things. His whole premise is that he keeps messing up. So he'll go back in time and fix something and mess it up completely. Then go back in time again to try to fix that mess up and then mess it up again completely. Like, that's the entire comedy of it. But, of course, you got Flash doing that with Flashpoint. And that's a serious mess up as opposed to what you're seeing. So,
well, think about this. I mean, don't forget. I mean, DC has their, their magic eraser, which is the Speed Force.
Flashpoint. Yeah, Speed Force is the magic eraser of all time. It is. I would like to see them do an animated film of Darkest Night, but we'll see if we'll get that in the future. I don't know.
That would be an interesting concept.
Yeah, it would. But speaking of,
but the one thing I'll say that DC did kind of screw up though, and fans were kind of rightfully so, which happened to be what was it when they did the actual like storyline with Joker and Batman, which was
What,
when Joker was Killing Joke.
Oh, the Killing Joke. Well, they did the Killing Joke. They did do that. They did the Killing Joke. I felt that the animated movie was alright. I know a lot of people, when they look back in hindsight, they're like, "Oh, it wasn't that good." But they did the Killing Joke, and I didn't think it was that bad compared to the comic. I mean, of course, the comic is a little bit more graphic. I have both comic and I have seen the film, so I understand where they took their liberties in it. I feel as though Batman has so much. I'm looking forward to this long Halloween double set. I'm looking forward to it so much because I want to see if they're going to do great by it. I mean, this is one of his most iconic moments. I would also like to see Batman versus Grendel. I don't think anybody remembers that back in the 90s when he fought Grendel. And Grendel, I don't want to say stalemated Batman, but Grendel at the time was a big deal in the comic book industry. And going in the crossover.
Like something that had to do with Beowulf?
No, not like Beowulf. Grendel was almost like an assassin. Almost like it. It was like Grendel was no joke. But Dark Horse, I believe, handled that at the time.
He was part of the League of Shadows, wasn't he?
Grendel? I don't remember. It's been so long. But, yeah, Grendel was a big deal. So more like a ninja with a staff and blade. But I mean, he didn't play around, and Batman faced him. I mean, you got to think we've already got so many different crossovers with Batman, even in film wise. I mean, we saw. I don't know if y'all saw it, but I saw Batman versus Dracula, and that wasn't bad. They
just one though. What about?
Well, then also then on top of that, you had Batman versus the Ninja Turtles.
Batman versus the Ninja Turtles. I swear that they need to make one of Batman Night Cries. They really need to make one of Batman Night Cries. I would love to see that picked up. There's so many films that can be done. You know what I mean? That Batman has so many great standalone comics that I don't understand why people complain, oh, we're getting too much Batman. Well, if you go to the comic book store and you see how many standalone graphic novels he has, there's a reason why he's getting so much exposure. The graphic novels are amazing. So I mean,
the bigger name.
Yeah, he's the bigger name. He's the bigger monicure. I mean, Batman Hush was good. I mean, Batman. Like, there's so many of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I actually did. I didn't watch Batman Hush. I've been meaning to want to check that one out.
It's pretty damn good. Watch Batman Hush if you get a chance. It's pretty good.
Batman's one of my favorite DC superheroes.
Well, I think he's a favorite of a lot of people. I mean, superhero wise. I mean, the great detective. I mean, that's what he is. I mean, it's not always about beating up people all the time. Him following the clues and trying to stop somebody has always been his thing without killing someone.
He's a great detective, and he knows everybody's weakness, so he knows how to put an end to certain shit.
He's just a rich. He's a rich Sherlock
Holmes. I agree that they're saying that the DC Black Label books should be also into animated. I agree. They have DC has so much of a well that they can dip into.
To be honest, I'd love to see an animated film for Steel.
Yeah, I would like to see that. Yeah. You got him a little bit. You got him a little bit. You got him a little bit during the death and rebirth of Superman. You got slightly. I mean, that was about it when they did those animated films. That's what you got.
When y'all talk about Steel, I thought you was talking about that DC movie with Shaquille O'Neal.
No.
I mean,
yes and no.
Yes and no.
Same character, but
same character.
Not that bad.
Acting.
Interpretation of it.
Yeah, interpretation. Yeah.
What they're saying is they want to give him his fair due.
Well, no, this is a good segue because speaking of interpretation and doing it different ways, how do we feel about the Deadpool manga that came out not too long ago?
Well, it's the most purchased series of all time in Marvel when it comes to comics. So,
yeah, I was about to say, it's like they said it's like their best-selling thing.
Yeah, well done.
See, and that's the thing. It's his best-selling series.
I'm glad it's doing well because it means that there's more room for Japan because they don't have that much options out there. And plus, it'd be good for us.
Marvel needs money.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Marvel needs money, but it also goes to show you this comes into the argument, and I've seen it on Twitter so many times, that manga isn't that good and that American comics need to do better, but then people throw in the face that manga has outsold American comics pretty much a 10-to-1 ratio and that they're killing them right now. And that you can't discredit manga in this point. And
you can.
I agree. You can't. You can't. If they're the leading, if they're leading, then you can't say anything. It's in the numbers. You can't.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if there's an anime in the works now because of the manga.
Yep. As Scott Steiner was saying, the numbers don't lie.
Well, I mean, if they're gonna bring it to an anime form, I'm for it. I mean, we only got slow glimpses of Deadpool in Hawk Versus. Last time I saw Deadpool, Hawk Versus, where he faced Wolverine, but Deadpool was in it. So was Omega Red and a number of other people. But that's where you saw Deadpool in. And it was hilarious because he was the comic relief the entire time in that segment. I should say in that small segment.
Some concerns with the anime style because the last ones we had were Iron Man, that wasn't good, or the X-Men one was, well, not X-Men, Wolverine one was okay.
The animation wasn't bad in X-Men. I mean, in Iron Man. It was just the story was bad. It's just
I did like I watched the X-Men anime and I actually did like the animation. It looked good. It looked really well done.
Yeah.
But no, I have to agree. The plot was awful.
Yeah, the plots need to be fleshed out a little bit more. Even future Avengers. I tried to sit and watch it. I noticed I said tried. I tried to sit and watch it, and I was like, yo, I don't need these extra Avengers. I don't need them. Like these made up anime characters. I don't need them. I understand that, again, this goes against what I said about fleshing out the universe. But for what they were dealing with animation-wise, the animation wasn't bad. That wasn't the problem. It was the story. Again, you got to give me something better than this.
This is where it would have to be that perfect world that when it comes to that they have Marvel controlling the situation more, saying, look, this is what we want. This is the direction we want to see with Deadpool. Make it happen, and it's good money. That's it.
How much would it cost to get Ryan Reynolds to voice over Deadpool?
Probably a lot of money. I'd rather be someone else, though, to be honest.
Well, last time we had a voiceover for Deadpool. Wasn't it Nolan North? I believe.
Nolan North. I prefer Nolan North to be the voice.
Okay.
I'd be fine with that. I don't hate him. But he picked the wrong Iron Man, though.
Yeah, it was either him or Steve Blum. I think it was Nolan North though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the voice for Iron Man in Avengers, the game is Nolan North.
We'll see. There you go.
So it's kind of sometimes hard not to hear Deadpool.
Yeah. People are saying that Nolan North is the best Deadpool. Yeah, there you go. The best Deadpool. See, so yeah, I wasn't sure. But speaking of, Nolan is the same dude that did Arkham Batman. Nolan North will always be Nate Drake to me, always, because he was so good as him. It's like, yeah, he will always be that. I'm glad that he's getting the money he's getting now.
Speaking of that, did you see Tom Holland and someone else is supposed to be in that?
Mark
Uncharted
Wahlberg.
Yeah.
The very same Mark Wahlberg that's been on this cast for like 10 years. Almost my tenure on YouTube. Yeah, like. Jesus Christ.
Next to no interest for Uncharted movie. It's just gonna be a shitty.
We'll see what they do. I'm not worried about it right now. I'm really not. Yeah. I'm not. I once I see more on Uncharted, then I'll have an opinion. But I'm not worried about it. But we should move on to our next topic, which is sports. That's right, sports. We're getting into sports. Yay! Kwame Brown.
Let's go ahead. Yeah.
Kwame Brown. Now, look, I want to let everyone know that we are going to be very careful what we say about Kwame Brown, because no matter what you say about Kwame Brown tends to want to fight people. So, right there, that's probably enough to get me in trouble.
He's got a lot to say.
He's got a lot to say. But what he has said wasn't wrong. He didn't say anything wrong. He was right. And it's like, how many times can you keep throwing black men under the bus and being destructive to black men and trashing black men and making them look, almost emasculating them at this point? And he's right. And now we're finding out that Stephen A. Smith, not too long ago, said he's going to he's going to address Kwame Brown. And I'm like, why? You're a little late, because you already said you wouldn't do it. Now you're addressing him, and he came out with a video addressing Kwame Brown on his basketball skills. Clearly, he did not get the message, because that's not what Kwame Brown was talking about. He's saying the machine in general, how they get on young men, young black men especially, and saying that they can't do something when they're trying to become a pro player. And it's absolutely right.
Because all the clips that he was showing were of him when he was like brand new into the league, right?
Yeah. Well, he came straight out of high school.
Okay, yeah. Right. Yeah. So he's fresh.
Yeah, he's fresh.
He was fresh at the
time.
And
he's got Michael Jordan, who's the biggest asshole, and I say this with respect, the biggest asshole in basketball, because all he wants to do is win. You know that.
Yeah.
Winning is winning.
He will do whatever it takes to win. He will get in your ear. He will trash you. He will rip you down. He will tear you down and try to mentally bring you back up in order to win a championship. And Kwame Brown was not ready for that as a kid coming out of high school.
Yeah.
What that said.
The sport media in general are pieces of shit to begin with, most of them.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith had the nerve to show highlights, or should I say lowlights, of him dropping passes and stuff like that. Yeah. And I'm like, all you're doing is proving Kwame Brown right. He's talking about the way you're tearing down people in your system, because you're part of the machine. So you speak loud, you yell to get your point across, But all you're doing is tearing down young black men without telling them how to do it right. How do they succeed so that they become not only better men, but better athletes? How is it done? And Stephen A. Smith didn't do that. So when Stephen A. Smith decided to show those lowlights, all it did was backfire on him as far as I'm concerned. It made him look stupid.
Yeah.
Well, didn't after that, after he did all that, after he showed those clips and everything, didn't Kwame Brown like kind of, reply to that?
No, that was before the show. That was before the show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But he drove his point home to say, hey, look, it's really not about basketball at this point. It's about the way y'all act. And Stephen A. Smith proceeded to prove him right.
And he's right.
And then he alluded to how YouTubers are taking over as opposed to sportscasters. Which, man, baby, let me tell you, I gotta say it. When he said that, I was just like, he was so right. He was so right. For all the YouTubers that get online and talk that talk, he gave it to Stephen A. Smith the way he was supposed to give it to him. And I felt that was great. It was great for Kwame Brown to say it, but here's the problem I have with it as well. It shouldn't take Kwame Brown to come out and say that when other YouTubers, especially yours truly, have come out and said that in the past. But it goes to show you it takes celebrity to take on celebrity.
Yeah,
and that's sad.
Yeah.
That's the sad part I have. I'm riding with Kwame Brown in this one. I'm riding with him. He went after Jamel Hill, which she deserved to get it. Someone didn't tell Kwame Brown that what she had said about him wasn't. It was just a meme. What she had said, it wasn't serious. But I get why he took it seriously. But he aired her the fuck out. He aired Charlamagne the fuck out. He aired Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson the fuck out. He aired Stephen A. Smith the fuck out. As far as I'm concerned, let him keep going. He aired Gilbert Arenas the fuck out. Let him keep going. Agent Zero, yeah, got him too. Keep going. Keep going.
I was gonna say, didn't Kwame also bring up the fact that he said that he never played basketball in his life?
Well, Kwame, I think.
Didn't he say that Stephen A. Smith never played basketball?
No, Stephen A. Smith played until he got to college, I believe, and he got injured or something like that. But here's the question, Stephen A., and this goes to every other every other non-athlete commentator that has the nerve to talk about pro players, whether it's Skip Bayless, or whoever, Colin Coward, whoever. I call him Colin Coward, to be honest. What's your stat line look like? What does your stat line look like? Stephen A. Smith was like, you average 6 points a game in the NBA. What does your stat line look like in the NBA, Stephen A. Smith?
Show us your license, Stephen Smith, you piece of shit.
He doesn't have one. Skip Bayless.
Fat zero.
Seriously, Skip Bayless. What does your stat line look like for college? You don't have one. What does your stat line look like for the NBA? You don't have one. Colin Coward, what does your stat line look like for the NBA? You don't have one. Now, I understand that you can still have an opinion on said players because they're getting paid so much money that you expect a certain amount of, quality. You know what I mean? I get that. But these are young men coming out of high school at the time who are getting their families out of bad situations in bad neighborhoods. I'd take the deal too.
Yeah, I'd agree. Like, if I had the option to fucking make millions.
Kwame Brown made $69 million in his tenure of playing basketball.
And I hope he was smart with the money.
He took care of his family.
That's great. That's awesome. Because
he's also, didn't he say he's also busy being an entrepreneur too?
Yeah. He probably invested some of his money. But that goes to it goes to show you that he gamed the system. Doesn't matter if he was good or not. He got his money and he got out of there.
Yeah. Like, it's the best thing to do. Like, because that's what it's fucking demanding. You got fucking losers on Twitter who don't know what they're talking about.
Exactly.
Then you have to deal with the stress and mental health issues. We talk about where I go with the dude, like, just quit football because of this shit. there has to be a line where the media has to fuck off.
We just saw, we just saw that yesterday, where athletes are now saying, "I don't want to talk to the media anymore because they don't give a shit about our mental health." The media attributes to how bad their mental health is. I don't blame them at all.
I would have said, "Fuck you! I want to talk to the fans."
Even the fans, no, not after what happened. You know what? Since you just said that, let's talk about the NBA playoffs. Let's just talk about the NBA playoffs right now. The NBA playoffs. First off, I'm only going to talk about the Sixers. All right. Game 1 was trash. It didn't feel like it was a playoff game at all. Game 2 felt like it was a great playoff game, and they shut down Russell Westbrook. Of course, he got injured in the process. Of course, that's not what I'm going to talk about because, I should say the elephant in the room. I was going to say the over looming problem, this cloud over our head here in Philadelphia. But the elephant in the room, okay? You cannot sit here and tell me that dumping popcorn on a player who's injured, who's coming off the back, he's going into the back, who's injured, that you're going to dump popcorn all over his face.
Yeah, that's beyond disgusting.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
And then we find out in New York, that fans are spitting on players while they're sitting, while they're trying to inbound the ball. Okay?
Wait, what?
Yeah. In New York, they were spitting on players and hitting players with their spit. Yes.
Hey, look, Mr. Wing Zero, you need to come get your peoples, man.
I'm not associated with them.
That was at the Knicks game. All right? We found out it was the Dodgers versus Astros. Fans are punching the shit out of each other in the stands. All right?
Fucking Wendy's.
Ridiculous. We found out in Utah. Yeah, in Utah. Russell Westbrook, he had the same problem. They assaulted him out there, and I say assault. Yes, assault. Okay? Because they can't defend themselves when this shit happens.
Yeah. And it'll look bad on them if they do. It's like, oh, a player punched a fan or whatever.
So Ron Artest.
Media will spin it and completely out of context.
When Ron Artest went into one of those stands and started fighting people, and the Pacers, the rest of the team, when the Pacers went there and fought in those stands and fought those fans, that should have been enough to tell you those fans are too damn entitled to be there.
Yeah, you ban them for life on all sports. You have to knock it off now. It's getting to that point. Like even in football, you're having people doing racist shit.
Exactly.
You get
not too long ago. They just did it in Utah. For those who know, Ja Morant's parents, in Utah, it was reported that fans had to be kicked out because they were using racial slurs against his parents.
No, not just kicked out. Ban them from all sports. Fuck it.
Yeah, ban them all. Fans are not ready to be back. They're not. Yeah. I understand. I
don't get what the fuck that they need to act so damn unruly.
They can't act like adults. They just can't.
It's because they think that because you have a ticket, you can do what you want with it.
I mean,
it happens in wrestling a lot as well.
Still, we coming out of COVID, and the first thing you do is spit on somebody?
Trust me, I would love to see them get whipped. Like, just drag them into the basketball game and just all of them beat them up. And no repercussions.
Fans aren't deserving of this whatsoever right now. They don't deserve it. And I understand the bottom line is money, so owners are just like, hey, we're going to give them, we're going to just keep filling up the stands. They don't give a shit.
Yep.
But you got to be kidding me that this is happening.
Again, look, it's ridiculous that this shit is acceptable in this day and age when back in the day you would get whooped. You did try that shit.
Yeah, well,
those fans would knock you the shit out.
We found out that, that these fans have, they have been ejected and their season tickets have been revoked and they've been banned for life. They should be.
Good.
Here's the thing.
I want it to be worse.
I don't think it's enough. I don't think fine their asses. Fine them, give them a hefty fine for that.
Yep.
I'm saying about $2 million per offense.
Well, you can't say $2 million. Look, your average fan don't have $2 million. All right.
Oh, fucking. Okay.
Listen, no. Give them. Listen. This is how I see it. Give them a hefty fine, and what you do is what they're paying has to go to a charity of the athlete's choice. That's how I see it.
Fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Make it 10K. And put it to
you can do that, yeah. That's fine. 5K, 10K, whatever. That money going to go to the athlete's choice.
Yeah, And especially for the homeless, they love to have that kind of money to help them.
Yeah.
Like food and shit.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I feel it's gotten so out of hand. Like I said, no matter what playoff game, I'm watching the Sixers playoffs, and like I said, when I'm seeing this, I'm just like, yo, they're going to give a shit for this. And the media slandered the shit out of Sixers fans over that popcorn thing. But they said nothing. At one point, they had said nothing about Knicks fans spitting on players until Twitter stepped in and said, nah, we're not going to let you get away with this. You got to talk about this. Here's the video. Here's the image. Here's the enhanced version of the photo. Like, they caught ball in fucking 4K. They weren't playing around. Twitter had got to him before the NBA got to him.
That's why you gotta have awesome fans like that who ain't gonna take shit. That's what it used to be. You used to be able just to have a fucking laugh and not do this kind of goofy shit. I'm sick of that kind of crap. And by the way, this happens also in wrestling back when people getting drunk, inappropriate groping women, fucking inappropriately assaulting wrestlers, and they will whoop your ass.
Yeah, you try to jump in the ring and attack them, they get you real quick.
Yeah, if you're gonna dump popcorn on somebody or spit on them, then your ass needs to fucking stay at home and watch it on TV.
Exactly, and people are like, oh, it's only popcorn. Motherfucker, I don't care what the fuck it is. If you throw something at me, I don't care what it is. You throw something at me, that's an ass whooping waiting to happen.
Well, in the video clip, they were having to hold the player back from going up there and manhandling
that adrenaline shot up real quick, and people was like, oh, I thought he was injured. It's adrenaline. He's been attacked. What the fuck you expect?
It's your animal instincts coming in.
Exactly. And people are like, they're like, oh, well, it's only popcorn. Okay, well, since it's only popcorn, when I see you, I'm going to make sure I throw shit in front of you every time.
Public or
they're a bunch of fucking cowards.
Well, yeah, I was about to say these are people that probably have never been into a fight or any kind of social setting themselves. They're saying it's just popcorn. Have you tried throwing popcorn at someone in public?
Yeah.
To their face and then think they're not going to
do it in the movie theater. Throw popcorn at somebody in the movie theater. Watch what happens.
They're going to fucking deck your ass.
Exactly.
Especially in New York.
Exactly. It's a bunch of bullshit that there's someone will say that.
Anywhere. They're not just going to be like, they're just going to throw popcorn in the face and be like, okay.
Listen, they really exposed themselves really hard yesterday online. It's just popcorn. Popcorn really hurt them, huh? Are you fucking serious? Dude, you shouldn't be throwing anything.
I can tell you exactly what was going on with that one. That person that dumped the popcorn wanted their 5 seconds of fame.
Yeah.
You know what? No. You know what? If they're saying it's just popcorn, like, just because you're a whole ass bitch and won't do anything, if someone threw popcorn at your scaredy ass, like, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean anyone else is going to do the same shit.
Tell them. Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm going to say.
That's initiation. Your ass can get whooped.
Yep.
I had a cop in front of me when I was like 8 or 9 years old, and I kicked the fucking guy's ass.
Hell yeah, dude! You're gonna get your ass handed to you if you throw some popcorn at somebody.
Now here's the funny thing: if we're going by that logic, oh, it's just popcorn. So that means if I throw a bag of piss at you, that means we're all good in the hood, right?
Well, no. I'm telling you. Look, you want to do all these. Yeah, he went from popcorn to piss, didn't he? He went from popcorn to piss. Like, look,
we just went to complete to the other end of the spectrum there.
Y'all want to know? Y'all want to do a test?
I want to know.
Nah, y'all want to do a test? Go buy a bag of popcorn, walk around the street, and just throw it in people's faces. See the reaction you get, and tell me.
I really.
Make sure you record it too, because I want to see the video.
Exactly.
Of your ass beat.
Exactly.
You know, I really thought you were gonna say a bag of piss.
No, it's not no bag of piss at nobody. That's just, come on, man. That's over the top. That's over the top. The fact that he even said that is over the top.
I was like,
what about a bag of pickles?
It's only popcorn. It's only spit. Man, are you serious?
Exactly.
I think we should throw the devil's piss at people and see their reaction then.
Man, it's crazy. But let's move on to crazy, though. Let's move on to crazy.
On to the next topic of the docket.
Because update on Sonya Deville's stalker case. Yeah, you just took the words right out of my mouth. Yep.
So yeah, it was summer of last year when this guy was arrested for stalking this wrestling.
It's been that long. So it's been that long already.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's summer of 2020.
Damn.
Yeah. And it's not just that; it was organized as well. It was clearly strategically planned. He knew the area. He stayed there for a while. He planned it all out. So when
he was attempting to kidnap her.
Yeah, he was attempting to kidnap her, and then he tries to say that that he wasn't in his right mind at the time. He's pleading insanity.
He's pleading insanity, yeah. He can't because he's planning it out. Because of
that's how I see it.
Yeah,
that's exactly how I see it.
And we also got still caught up with WWE for this shit as well, because they fucking still done nothing when fucking Paige got stuck or fucking happened to Alexa. There's no fucking line when it comes to these fucking companies protecting their talent. And it's not just the fucking women, it's probably men getting stuck as well by fucking idiots going after what's his face recently, asking, oh, can you tell us an update? Tell us an update. Fuck off. It's not your business. They're allowed to have personal life. They're allowed to have relationships with other people. Leave them the fuck alone. You fucking stupid moron Max. Leave them alone. They don't want to fuck you. They don't have sex with you. You're a fucking loser. Leave them alone. As to the people who are stalking and harassing these fucking workers, they want nothing to do with you. They have allowed to have a personal life. If you want to fucking have this argument with theatre, then have it there when people are having fun and shit like that. After that, they're allowed to have a life. Fuck off. That's it.
He kind of summed that up real quick, didn't he?
Yeah, no, shit, all right.
I got nothing. I got nothing up for that one.
Well, no, that brings to our next one. Speaking of sex and fuck off and not wanting to fuck you, Paul Heyman compares fans to sex.
Yeah.
Wait,
this
hold on,
one.
what?
Yeah.
He said it's live sex wrestling.
Yeah.
For wrestling fans.
Compare fans to live sex.
Well, I think he should shut the fuck up and pay back his talents back in ECW, and then we'll talk about his opinions.
He still owe people money?
Yeah, I think he still does.
Christ.
I don't know. Like, the dude fucking lies all the fucking time, and he thinks he's all cool, and everyone loves him. Like, oh my god, he's so cool. He's a good manager.
He can speak on the mic really well.
You know, looking at his face, he kind of seems to be a bit of a weirdo.
He is.
All eat dangerously.
Yeah. Boy, dangerously.
Unreal. I mean, yeah.
Like,
No, go ahead. No.
That shit.
That is you.
He paid 1 week. Like, oh, well, you want your money? No, we ain't gonna give you your money this week. And he does it all the fucking time in ECW. That's why I don't like ECW, because he treated the town like shit. And you have fucking certain people that I'm not gonna mention because, you know, for obvious reasons. But, you know, they ain't some not so good people, and there were some good people there. Like Rob Van Dam, Jericho, Paz, Sabu.
Yeah.
There's some great talents.
Mikey Ripway. Yeah. There's a lot of them. They're great talent. Well, let's move on, since you kind of solidified that one as well. Damn, you're a roll. I guess we have to get into this. I don't want to get into this, but...
you can't avoid it. You can't avoid it.
No, I can't avoid it.
Go.
I can't. We might as well. Chelsea versus Aston Villa.
Let's get into it. Here we go. You're going to see two big egos clash here, folks. All right, let's get into it. Chelsea.
Fuck Aston Villa.
Talk about
All right.
Chelsea.
Fuck Aston Villa. And they shouldn't have won, but Chelsea played that bad that they shouldn't have won either.
This garbage. Like, what the fuck's wrong with your fucking team?
They have fallen apart in big situations.
They beat Tottenham.
They have.
They beat Tottenham, they whipped their ass, and they whipped your ass, and it shows how Chelsea, the managers, is.
Well, first off, let's be honest here. Aston Villa is one of those teams that are so low in the bracket, it's a trap game. That if you don't beat Aston Villa by a lot,
I call it a trap game.
Yeah, it is, because if you don't beat them by a lot, then people will say, "Oh, it wasn't that big of a deal." If you lose to them, people are like, "Oh, you lost to Aston Villa." You know what I mean? So it's a trap game. So it really was. Chelsea was not prepared for this. They were not. And after they've pretty much lost they've lost their marbles after the FA Cup thing. I'm upset with the manager due to the fact that he lost to Arsenal, and it still goes back to Arsenal because they lost to Arsenal, and he was too busy. He overlooked Arsenal, and he just thought, hey, we're just going to worry about Leicester City when it came to Champions League. And then I'm sorry, not Champions League, when it comes to FA Cup. And then they get they lose to Arsenal, they get to the FA Cup, and then they fucking lose to Leicester City again. I'm like, oh my God. Like, so you prepared for the one thing and you still fucking lost. Yeah, it's look, thank God for Tottenham. Because we lost to Aston Villa, and Tottenham saved us so that we're back in the league next year. So
Tottenham.
Yeah, well, I don't like Tottenham either, but they did us a solid, so I can't get too mad.
I'm also mad with fucking Leicester City. Can he fucking do the job that he meant to do and just delete fucking West Ham so he can 10-6?
Well, that is a whole different story.
Yeah. I just wanted to be fucking sick, man, so he can have to be in the European League. Fuck's sake.
Yeah,
I guess. But we're still better than Chelsea.
No. But I understand that you have some takes on John Terry, right?
Oh, yeah.
So go ahead. Fire away. Go ahead.
So I'll say Rob Terry, like people want to talk about, he's such a great fucking centre-back. He's the greatest centre-back of all time.
He's a racist.
Yeah, racist. And
he just wedged that in there.
He was a racist. Look, John Terry.
He fucking called Rio Ferdinand B. See you next Tuesday. I'm not going to say the name because I'm not racist.
Yeah.
Shit. And people went at me, trying to say I'm a shit stain. Well, cool story about that. But the thing that I took away from it, that I'm a pedophile for not logging Rob Terry.
Yeah.
So I want to say
that's what they said.
Every single loser who supports Rob Terry, are you mad, bro?
Man, he broke out the "Are you mad?"
Superman.
Overrated centre back of all time. Even in Chelsea's history, he sucked.
I'm not gonna say. All right, about being overrated. I'm not gonna say that.
Bro, but if I go by his centre backs, you had fucking Thiago Silva is the best centre back in the world, and you got him. You fucking dickhead. He's better than
you fucking dickhead.
Wow.
You put his foot down on that one, didn't he?
He was better than fucking Rob Terry.
Man.
Anyone better than Rob Terry.
Odin's son spurred down on that one.
So hold on, we gotta rewind the tape for a minute. We got people asking about DX crotch chop since we just talked about wrestling, because apparently Joel Embiid had said, his little DX crotch chops when he fell, he did DX crotch chop. I don't give a shit. I think it's stupid. It's not the first time he's done it, so it's not anything new. I really don't care. He came out, was it one time like Triple H, didn't he? He spit the water out and everything. Who cares? Who cares? And I say this because every time I see him say that, I'm like, I don't give a shit. Mind you, this man lives maybe 5 feet away from me. I do not care what he does crotch chop wise. I don't care. I told you, Joel Embiid is not part of our basketball community. He's part of the pro community, but here locally, he is not part of our basketball community. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't care what he does. His antics, none of it. It doesn't matter to me. It don't bother me at all. All right, because I think it's a joke. That's why.
Well, my opinion about it. If he did that to me, I'll kick him in the nuts. That's next story.
Well, you can't just kick him in the nuts. I mean, look, it really is one of those. It's one of those. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ben, you don't kick him in the nuts. You stab him in the nuts.
Well, no, I mean, look, it's for comedic. Look, it's for comedic reasons, and I'm okay with that as long as you're having fun and you're playing and you're winning. Now, if he was losing and he did that shit, I'm sure that fans would have a problem with it. You know what I mean? But right now, we're sitting 2-0, so I don't have that much of a problem with it. Let alone, even if they weren't winning, it's to me, it's just like,
Be like Bobby Hill and be like, "That's my person.
Yeah,
I don't know you."
Like, yeah, it really is. It's really one of those situations. I mean, I just wanted to rewind the tape a little bit because there were some comments that came in. Yeah, I mean, it's all good. And Washington fans are so like ass hurt over it, and for me, it's like, are you really that serious? Are you really that mad? Like, you shouldn't be. I mean, Bradley Beal is running around the court taunting fans and talking shit, and I'm thinking to myself, what does it matter? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Y'all got y'all say, we have our say. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Whoever gets the W gets the W, and if y'all lose, y'all can't say nothing.
It's like we talk shit all the time, but like we gotta back up our fucking claims. Like,
yeah, the Wizards been talking for a while, so it was justified if you ask me. They've been talking for a while, so yeah.
But still, Rob Terry still.
Well, they said they want one.
You got yourself a mini rant going.
Yeah, I see. It says that the Wizards wanted the Sixers. Well, guess what? guess what? The Knicks, if y'all have not seen the video, I retweeted. Now the Knicks saying they want the Sixers. So like everybody wants a piece of us, and they ain't even win their damn season. They haven't won their damn series yet. Stop worrying about the fucking Sixers and worry about yourselves. Take it a game at a time. Fucking fans. I swear to God. Fucking.
Man, we went from Chelsea back to basketball.
Yeah, we had to rewind the tape a bit, and we already finished Chelsea. Let's move on, right? Because we finished the sports segment not too long ago. But it's all good. It's all good.
Chelsea,
we can recover from that. Man, look, Saturday is fucking Champions League, and I expect us to win that hardware. If we do not win that fucking hardware on Saturday, I want that coach or that manager. I want him out of here. All right, you can't blow both. You can't lose both the FA Cup and the Champions League Cup. That you can't do.
I just can imagine the assault there you did.
Yo, I'm not. Don't even get me fucking started. I will be home for the game too. I will be home. So expect the tweets to come.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate on here. I hope both y'all teams lose to a nigga named Rick Diaz.
This guy. All right, you know what? No, we already here. Yo, because that was the next thing. We are already here. We as you know, I'm gonna reverse this real quick because the way we have it set up. So since he didn't brought Rick Diaz, we might as well go with the trash talk. Fuck Rick Diaz. All right, what the fuck is Rick Diaz going to do? He can't do shit. All right, there's a reason why he ain't in the fucking game that you like, because he can't make the cut. He sucks. All right, how about that?
He said the game's racist, right?
Now the game racist? The game racist? Because it don't have Rick Diaz in it? Don't nobody want your appropriation. That's what it is. Rick Diaz trash.
Rick Diaz sucks.
Rick Diaz trash. Rick Diaz is like the fucking fit. No, I can't even say that shit. Nah, don't even let me go there. Rick Diaz is like, how can I put this real quick?
He's Carl Baskin's Gundam, that's it.
He's like the young of fucking Gundam. That's what he is.
Damn.
That's how bad Rick Diaz is. You goddamn right I went there. Nah. You want to go there? No, we can go there. He's the young Gundam. Young out.
Rick Diaz is legendary.
He ain't no fucking legend. Rick Diaz didn't even make the cut for this Gundam. He said he was on Gundam Versus. He was like young out and didn't show the fuck back up. That's what happened. That's what happened.
God damn.
Yeah, that's why I went there.
Compare this nigga to fucking young. Yo, Rick Diaz is the shit, son.
Hey, speaking of which, though, isn't that one guy the new hero, the new champion in Paladins, voiced by him?
I don't know, but even the voice actor can get bodied.
Yeah. As far as I know, he's literally only done 2 roles. He played apparently he plays a minor character in the Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun.
Okay.
And this Vatu the Shadow for Paladins.
Let them get mad. Rick Diaz is the 2021 Miami Heat. That's what they are. All right, how about that?
Son, Rick Diaz is the magical Lakers, my nigga.
He's the Lakers. He not in the game. Look, Rick Diaz is the Jimmy Butler of the Miami Heat. He worked hard between games, but don't show up for the game.
I got you right now, son. Rick Diaz.
God damn.
Rick Diaz is just like the Patriots, and we still victories.
You still victories.
Still victories by cheating.
By cheating? you just admitted to cheating, fam. You understand that?
You over there deflating Gundam legs? Is that what you're doing?
Well, no. Anything for the W. Win by all means necessary.
Anything for the W. Okay, so let me ask you this. When's the last time Rick Diaz had a W in Maxi Boost?
5 years, son. 5 years in the making.
Hey, he ain't there in Maxi Boost.
No, we're not finished here because I heard somebody said that they are the new me in Gundam. That's what I heard.
Oh, fuck.
We're not done. Is this true? I need to know, is this true?
Shit.
You didn't turn up, so I'm
turning the fuck up, son. Because as far as I'm concerned, the last time I had to go up against y'all goof, all right? Y'all goof, all right?
How many times did you win?
How many times? You know what? Let's read it on this motherfucker. All right, look. When you decided that you wanted to have it with me, I'm pulling rank here. I'm pulling rank here. All right. The last time You wanted to have it with me. You went 0 and 3. All right, 0 and 3. All right, 0 and 3. 0 and 3. You went 0 and 3 with me. You went 0 and 3 on this.
On Sunday, 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. I'm like, bro, I'm tired.
Hey, you took the matchup. You was the one who wanted to run back. You was the one. I can't beat you because I said if I switch on the goof, that I was gonna mop you. And what happened? That's what happened. I stepped in and I 0-3'd you. That's what happened.
I'm just gonna sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Yeah, sit back. All y'all got to do is sit back. I got the rest of this shit, fam. I got the rest of it.
I got Christian Bale Gundam. Y'all both get bodied.
Christian Bale?
First of all, your Christian Bale Gundam is like I can body that.
No, first of all, hold up. No. You can have your Christian Bale, but the version you have of Christian Bale Gundam is when he was the mechanic, when he was like 90 pounds. Get the fuck out of here with this, fam. You crazy? Come on.
Fucking Bale Gundam.
Stop playing with me.
No. First of all, I've seen your Bale Gundam, and no, man. All I'm saying is, I bet you I could beat it with just my Zaku 2.
Zaku 2 is thing to put you down with.
God damn.
Fuck out of here. This nigga counterpicks fucking Alex.
What's wrong? He's supposed to counterpick.
Say Alex will fuck up.
He's supposed to counterpick. That's what he's supposed to do. You serious? You can't be playing with me. What's up with you?
This is like Boulder on top of a fucking pair of tweezers.
Like who gets mad over counterpick?
Are you sure about that?
Who does that? Anybody?
Hey,
I'm just wondering.
Fucking Avengo is fucking Reaper. You don't see me fucking crying, but oh my god, it's got Reaper. Ooh.
You goddamn right I go Reaper and I don't cry. And what was the biggest cry he had? After I bodied him with Reaper, he said on Twitter, I can't find nobody else who plays Reaper. He said, I can't find nobody else.
Any fucking person playing, so I can, find ways
He can't practice. You want to know why? Because the Reaper is how it goes. That's why. There's no way in hell that you're going to beat Reaper. You might as well stop. I just showed you so many looks. You cannot stand up against my Death Cycle custom. EW is not going to happen. EW. I don't play the CW games. I play EW. There's a difference.
I'm scared of your Gundam, though.
You should be scared because you get mocked every time.
Let's settle that. Let's settle this. Why not y'all 1v1, bro?
What are you 1v1 for? I done smoked him too many times. We 1v1. When I beat him 3-0, I 1v1 the whole time.
Do a first to 10, 1v1, bro.
So he wants a first to 10. So you want me to get 7 extra shots at the fact that you couldn't beat me 3-0 the first time.
7 extra shots.
The whole point of fucking playing a game is 2v2. I'm not going to play 1v1. That's fucking stupid.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, I agree with him because the premise of the game is 2v2. But do we not split and isolate so that we can fight each other?
Yes.
All right. Well, now I 3-0'd your ass, did I not?
I said, how many times did I beat you, though?
No. Did I 3-0 you in a row? Did I 3-0 you in a row? Yes or no?
Some of us do like a one-on-one. I would like to see how we fare against each other one-on-one.
I just want to know if he's going to fess up to me beating him 3-0 in a row.
Yeah, but playing with this fucking use impulse.
Did you say yeah? Did you say yeah?
Oh, if I use impulse?
Yeah,
did he say yeah?
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'm not pussy. I'm no pussy.
See? He owned up to it. See? He owning up. He owning up to
Gauntlet
it.
is thrown.
He owning up to
Has
it.
been thrown.
There's nothing else to be said. There ain't nothing else to be said. Every person that has challenged me on here, and I don't know why y'all wait till we get in the pod to challenge me. Every person that's challenged me on here has been smoked. Riku, I know Riku around here. Riku, where you at? Where you at? I put it on YouTube to show.
I've got balls of steel.
I put it on YouTube to show what was going on.
I want to say something.
We still haven't had that fight yet, so.
Yeah.
So what? You think you're gonna do better?
Oh yeah.
Oh really? You really think that? Who you gonna use? You don't got Rick Diaz. Who you gonna use?
Like I said, I may not have my boy Rick Diaz, but I got the Wing Zero EW and
He started clapping.
He started clapping. This is what he did. He said, "I want y'all to know this is gonna happen." That's what he did.
We got the clap going.
He got the clap going. Yup. All he do is air hump. He fly in the air and he air hump the air like he getting bodies or something. Like he doing something. Like he got the demon dick. Like he was talking about earlier. Like he was stopping time. Wing Zero don't be doing all that, fam.
Oh, you mean called all them?
You talking about fucking?
He called me out Smash Brothers. You know I don't even have Smash Brothers. I don't even have it.
All I'm saying, Cody, is look, man. Look, man. I could body you with any of your suits with the toggies.
Hear that? He
Why
said
I got
any.
Doggies, so you know what? I like Doggies. Christian
By my
Bale, son.
talkies.
Christian
That's
Bale,
a- that-
son. Christian Bale.
That is quite literally. That's a counter pick. Like Toggies is a straight up counter pick.
It's
to
a
Bale.
counter.
Hold on, which
He's a
Toggies?
dueling gun.
How do
And
you
you're
get
gonna
mad at
one-on-one-
counter
You're
picks?
gonna one-on-one with the Toggies too. That is.
How are you going to
Which
get
Toggies you talking
mad?
about though? You didn't mention any
No,
Toggies.
one-on-one with the Toggies with the Christian Bale is like trying to piss on an electric fence.
Nah, son,
You're just asking for
Christian
trouble.
Bale, son.
I just don't understand how you get mad at counter picks. It's called sidestep. Learn how to side dash. Alright?
I'm
What
not
do
mad
you
he's
do?
counterpicking. I'm just mad at Gundam Alex with his bullshit mechanic.
So he's just so you mad.
I'm not scared.
He mad. He's just mad because he can't deal with the counter pick.
No, the
said
only
that
purpose
bullshit.
Gundam Alex does counter hard counter pick melee suits.
Bruh.
Well,
Wazoo.
well, I will let.
Bale's
Go
Those
ahead.
that I don't know.
goof. I still get this ass.
No, he said he still kicked his ass. He said he still did it.
Yeah. Even when you use Bale, I
Yeah,
still
with Odin Son's playstyle, he doesn't give a shit. Like he's just gonna go in and
He kills his own part.
go custom
He kills his
go
own
burr.
fucking part.
Yeah. Like seriously, like Odinson was just like.
With that, I'll beat your goddamn ass, you son
Okay.
of a bitch. You piece of shit. You fucking goddamn fucker.
As my opponent, I like them think that I'm going to do this and I'm going to retreat and help my partner. That's the whole point. Is being dangerous.
The only thing I've seen Odinson really struggle with is again probably impulse.
Yeah, impulse.
Doom, you being called in the chat. I'm just letting you know you're being called out in the chat. Doom, you're being called out in the chat. Just letting you know.
Who's saying shit now?
This can be arranged. Rinku? Wait, who's
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Smash
No.
Brothers?
No.
Riku
He said
has
who
a-
he played. He said he played against Doom, except me,
You know what?
one on
I
one.
want to see how good this Rinku.
He's not
Y'all
that
been playing
good.
with-
Not
and I-
that
and I-
good.
try
it.
All right.
He's
Not.
still brand
I'm
new to the
saying
game,
it
so
now.
he's still learning.
He's still
Okay,
he's still learning. He's learning. He needs
Yeah,
to
he's still learning.
he needs to be brought into the group so that he can learn more. So when he says, "Oh, something was close. Oh, something was good," you have to understand, not that good. You have to understand that this is Gundam. This is not like your average fighting game. So even if you come close isn't good. It's not enough. Like you have,
facing
Oh, boy.
Reaper Gundam.
it's not. Yeah,
Long way
let
to
us
go.
take you under our wing and show you what we mean. This is why we talking the way we talking. Let us take you under your wing so you can see what's going on. And to
We will
let
show you the way. We will make you into a killing machine.
let me be.
Yeah, he's a brand new player. So
Yeah, he's a brand new
still learning.
player. He's a brand new player.
Well, okay. So that's the thing, because I remember I had mentored both you and Cody.
Yeah.
Along with Doom.
Uh-huh.
So I really want to see what this kid can
He's
do.
gonna bring out his fucking Dragon Gundam and he's gonna get smoked.
Oh.
That's what's gonna happen.
Oh shit. Oh no.
That's
All
what's
right.
gonna. Yeah. If
Um,
you bring out your tall,
You know what?
it's
You
gonna
know
be a
what?
problem.
You know what? Are y'all up for some like real quick after the pod?
Y'all
Sometime
understand?
later.
Y'all understand later today? Yeah, but y'all have to understand after this, I have to timestamp this. I got to get it all together. I want it all to go out today. So yeah. So I'm going to be a little busy, but I do want them to understand that I did just get a new controller. So I'm hoping to test it out soon for the Switch. So I know they wanted me to play Mario Kart and all the games with them. So I'm hoping that this controller is better than the last one I had. So I'm just letting y'all know now.
I got an idea for something. I mean, this might slot in with everything here, but I got an idea. How about we do a special event podcast, where we challenge the fans, and we have an open Gundam room. If they want to join in Gundam, then then they can do that. Or we could do Paladins, and we could do maybe Paladins.
I don't know if the fans got Paladins, but we know who got Gundam. So I mean,
Yeah.
You know, I don't know that's balance.
But Rinku was he's using a burning Gundam.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's using I'm sorry, Burning Gundam. Yeah, Dragon. Yeah, he's using Burning Gundam. Yeah. Oh, shining finger, shining finger. You know what you can do? You can take that shining finger, stick it up your ass, buddy. I'm just letting you know that shining finger don't do shit. All right.
You want him to stick fingers up people's butts? What the fuck?
I said he can stick it up his own ass. That's what I said. That shining finger don't do shit. All right. Oh, you caught me a couple times. Guess what? Prepare to get comboed. You know what I mean? Prepare.
Like, I just want to see. I want to see all of his melee suits just against me. Because I'm very, very good at anti-melee.
No, his Burning Gundam. It's his first Gundam. It's his only Gundam. So you have to give him some time to learn how the Gundam.
All right, I'll give this real quick. I'll give this real quick here. Then.
Oh, who said he got Paladins? He said he got it.
Got Paladins. Okay. So I mean, actually, anyone can get Paladins. It's free.
Yeah, it's free.
Crossplay.
Yeah, it's free. Yeah.
But but anyways, with Rinku here, I would highly recommend for your first suit, learn a 2000 or lower and not a 3000 just yet. 3000s are so costly, and that's just a straight up vertical climb, especially with a melee suit. It's just like I said, the skill ceiling for that, and I would recommend a lower cost suit simply due to the fact that you're going to be at this point, if you're actually going to be playing with someone, you're just a liability. And I'm not being like, honestly, I don't mean that as a dick move, but it's just honestly like a 3000s are so damn expensive.
Yeah, like, and plus especially when
there you go. He uses Shining. Yeah, work with Shining. Right. Yeah, Shining. Yeah, work with Shining. Shining is a good one.
But yeah, practice. I mean,
you're using Shining too. Okay,
but if you're practicing with live people, I mean,
we'll help you.
Like I said,
it's not a problem. Yeah, we'll help you. But he's got.
I would get the fun if you're still new to the game.
Ease
yourself into a 3000.
Yeah, don't just go into. Don't go hard. Yeah,
because I've seen way too many people just like new to the game, and they see Wing Zero, they see Epion, they see fucking Freedom Gundam,
they just
all the hero Gundams, all the hero suits, and they go after those, and then they're like, and they think, oh, because they're the hero suits, they're gonna do better. Man, I've seen people get bodied like that.
You know who else has eased? They just ran right into a 3000 earlier this week.
Who's that?
And his name is John C.
Didn't think I was gonna catch on today. Yeah, they was gonna catch on today with that.
You shared a screenshot.
Rinku said he will eventually beat Event, but if
eventually,
you gotta beat his partner. You gotta beat me.
And I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, absolutely. If you want to beat him, absolutely. I believe that. I believe that you'll eventually beat Event.
Yeah, but he's got to beat my partner. He's got to understand that he's got to deal with my partner.
Then he'll have no problem. Then he'll have no problem beating Event.
Ooh, ooh.
Out of here.
Whoa, wait a minute. I gotta give you.
You got no problem, man. You know what? It's still on. Yeah.
Ooh.
No problem.
When it comes to how
I may joke around in Gundam, but when I get serious in Gundam, that's a whole different story.
He letting you know now.
Let's see that serious.
Look. Both myself and Cody have been to a number of grand finals. I don't want to hear anything else.
I'll tell you.
I've been actually, Doom and I have been in multiple tournaments back in the day.
Okay.
Ooh.
Did you make grand finals?
Well, let's see. Our competition was
better. Are you trying to say your competition was better than ours? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I will literally say that because you told me our competition was legitimate, like.
Oh.
Chinese exchange students that like had nothing better to do than to play Gundam, and we beat them.
That was a big buzz.
It was. I mean, I even have a YouTube video, but I'm just saying, like literally. Doom and I were thrown to the wolves. We were thrown into this Japanese-style arcade with, I mean, like I said, it's not racist or anything, but there was a lot of Asians there.
I don't give a shit. Asians, look, you know how Asian players can get it too. We've seen Asian players before. I don't give a fuck.
and they get pretty they take it pretty serious.
They can take it serious all they want. We fucked them up too. They trust me. They came to our thing. We fucked them up too.
I believe Rinku. I believe, you know what? I will personally train Rinku.
That's fine. I'm all for that. I'm all for it. The reason I say I'm all for it is because the more people who train and the more people we have, the better.
Exactly how.
I was showing no minutes to anyone.
I think that's how Event and Mr. Wing Zero here was kind of we just didn't pull any punches with them.
No, not at all. There was no punches pulled with us.
I've been playing Extreme Versus since the PS3 version.
I've been playing Gundam since the Dreamcast one, Federation versus Zeon.
Come on. He said no one's ever online. It's not that no one's ever online. It's everyone is splitting into their own groups and playing in their own groups, Rico. That's all it is. It's not that there's no one online. You're not going to find anyone just randomly these days. They all lock themselves in rooms and they all play. So it's more like invite only.
I've been playing the Gundam games forever.
Yeah, it's more like invite only. That's how they get it done.
They used to be up until the fine polished machine that it is now.
Yeah.
Anyways, what happened to Event?
I'm still. Y'all can hear me?
I think Event is scared because I'm gonna beat him in Gundam again.
Dang.
Oh no, it's quiet.
Hello, can you hear me?
Speechless.
Can y'all hear me?
Dang. Dang.
I'm taking over the show now, so what
y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
I think we got a mention about NJPW and W.
Can y'all hear me? Hello?
I think Event's gonna have to disconnect and come back in.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Can now, yes.
I've been talking this whole time. I don't know if y'all heard on my end, but when Red Comet was talking, this big hard buzz came through my ear, and I wasn't sure if it was him or if it was me. And y'all was still talking, so I just let it go. I want to reiterate what I was saying since y'all couldn't hear me. I want to say that I hope that you do train Rinku, because the more people that get trained, the better. And also understand that when it comes to online, you're not going to find a lot of people online randomly, because everybody jumps on in their little private little servers and they play in groups. So unless it's invite only, it's mostly invite only. So if you're not in one of those groups, you're not going to find a lot of people. You get a lot of rooms that have people who have like 12 people, maybe in there, and it's like if you're not part of the group, you're not part of the clique, you're not going to get a lot of people. So I'm just letting you know that now.
Online though, there are some open lobby rooms because people don't play rank match. They just play.
Well, yeah, that's what he's talking about. He's talking about playing rank. People don't play rank like that.
You gotta actually go to the lobbies, the lobby rooms. There'll be some open though, because people are welcoming new players every minute.
Yeah, there used to be some Gundam groups on Facebook. If you're like on any kind of like Gundam group or something, a lot of them are pretty down to like, hey, does anyone want to have a schedule a play date or something? You can try.
He said a play date, like it's kids, like it's children. Play date.
Exactly, like a play date. That's exactly what it is. It's a play date.
Gundam. Just have the fin Gundam on the left.
From what Event told me, I heard Rinku was also in New York, like I am.
Yeah, Rinku in New York.
We can meet up, Rinku, and I can. I can help you with Gundam versus.
He gave him the meetup. Go to Applebee's, son. Applebee's. Oh, he's in New Jersey, so he's not far from you.
New Jersey.
Yeah, because Gundam Versus, if I'm not mistaken, it has two-player offline, so you can practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It does have a two-player offline, but I mean, I know it splits it. I forget.
Yeah, he said he been to Chinatown Arcade. He good.
Chinatown Arcade
in New York. Yeah, but let's keep it moving because we pressed for time, to be honest.
All right, gaming topics.
Guilty Gear. Should we start with this? Oh my God.
Yeah, that's where we got it.
Guilty Gear VO for Ramlethal. Was it drops out and lets a black woman do her voice due to do the race. Am I correct here?
Ramlethal?
It's Ramlethal,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
Ramlethal.
the original voice actress who played her back in XR, she decided to step away, saying, you know, because she thought that the character was black.
Yeah.
Racist.
She thought the character was black instead of just being tan.
Which is racist. You're assuming someone's race. Boom.
Did anyone stop and think, what the fuck is wrong with you? Voice actors are not even seen. They're only going by they get hired by their voice. So nobody knows who is white, who is black, who is Asian, who is, of anything. Of any creator gender. No one knows. The woman who plays Goku it's a woman who plays Goku in Dragon Ball, right? In Japanese version.
That's like saying, yeah, exactly. You know what? You're right. That's a good argument because it's like saying, like, hey, I feel that I'm gonna drop out as Goku because Goku's a man, so I'm not gonna voice Goku. It's like, hold on, what? You're just voicing a character.
It makes no sense. You're just voicing a character. It's whoever has the best voice gets the job.
Yeah, exactly.
If you can bring this fictional character to life with your voice, then
who cares? Who cares?
I think you're just I think people are just reading too deep into it. Like it's not that. It doesn't need to be that complicated.
How woke does it have to go?
She's not saying anything like that's racist. Like if she's white and she thinks, oh, because the character is dark skin, or you think the character is black, it's not like saying, oh, like you're not saying anything stereotypically black. So what does it matter? Like,
I'm just saying, but they're fictional characters, though.
We're talking about fictional characters.
Yeah.
Fictional characters.
I mean, Phil Lamar voiced I don't know how many characters that he's not even a race of. I mean, it's
just like someone brought up Phil Lamar voiced Samurai Jack, who's Japanese.
Who's Japanese?
Samurai Jack's Japanese, but he's voiced by a black man.
If y'all think that Bender B. Rodriguez is voiced by a Latin guy, well, I got some bad news for you. I'm just saying, like
what was it? John DiMaggio, I think.
Yeah, John DiMaggio does. Yeah. Like, this is sad that we're seeing this type of problem, and now we're seeing because of this, Asian Americans are saying, well, then why are white people still voicing Asian people? Shouldn't we be the ones who voice Asian people? So how woke do you really want to go with this?
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
It's a double standard.
Yeah. How woke are we going here now?
Stupid. It's just stupid.
That's by the logic. Like if that's the case.
It's getting out of hand, and
the line has to be, you're fucking talented at what you do. Fuck off. Don't care about your politics. Get on with your
that's what it is. I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, not one fan has said you shouldn't be playing this character because you're XYZ.
Exactly.
Not one. Not one.
Unless you inappropriate touch children, I don't really give a fuck who you are. As long as you're there's something disgusting.
Or you're just at least a decent human
being. If you're a decent human being and you're doing your job, I don't have a problem.
The thing is, as long as you can bring out the character's personality with your voice, that's what matters.
Well, that's what they get hired for. It's whoever's the best VO at the time. May the best person win.
Yeah. Like, does it even
it's stupid. It's stupid to hear that this person did that for that reason and assuming the character was black because of the tan skin.
Well, now you got to pick a different character now.
No,
because of EOS.
No. That's a good one. When does it get to a point where people are going to get so woke that you can't play certain characters because they're not part of your gender or your creed or your race? Is it going to go that far?
Now you're looking at a game like not based on what the experience it gives. It's like, hold on, are there any like single Latina moms that are whatchamacallit
that I can identify with?
Years old, that I can identify with.
Yeah.
No one gives a goddamn fuck about that. If you do, then you literally have nothing to fucking do with your life. No. If that is your biggest fucking problem, then you need to fucking get out and do something else. And if your biggest fucking problem is to bitch about video games and representation, fuck, dude, you literally have nothing to do then at that point.
Listen, again, I am for representation in video games, but don't tell me that certain voice actors can't voice them because they're not of said race. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Like,
Yeah.
to my knowledge, Ramlethal doesn't even have a race, if I'm not mistaken.
She's a gear. She's a Valentine.
Yeah, she's a
First
gear
of
and a
all-
Valentine. She has no race.
I was about to say, well, first of all, let's just not forget the big elephant in the room. It's a fucking fictional character, dude.
Fictional
I
character.
said it earlier. God, told you before, and I don't know how many times I gotta keep saying it.
Okay, they're talking about fictional characters.
Fictional characters.
Fictional
It doesn't
characters.
fucking matter.
I don't know. Let's just move on, please. Just Polygon, like we didn't talk about Polygon earlier, wants to stop Mass Effect Space Cops.
Well, they can shut the fuck up.
Well, that's the short answer.
Oh, sure, it's just shut the fuck up. They don't even know what they're talking about because the Citadel has security. It's not fucking police. The Citadel police security. But if they're talking about fucking Shepard, he's not a fucking police officer. He's a fucking what's it called? Inspector.
Okay, to what end though? Well, why? Okay, here's what I want to know: is why then? But why? What is your reasoning? Why? Okay, let's know. Why do they want to take? Why are they saying no space cops?
Because of what's going on in the real world.
Because it's the current hot button topic
Yep.
of the flavor.
No,
of the
but
month.
Because what's going on in the real world.
Yes, of course that's it. But to what end? To what end are you trying to accomplish? Like, why are you so adamant about this?
Abolish police.
What is there? What is?
That's what they're doing. That's what they're trying to do. They want to abolish police.
For what? A fictional police in a fucking video game that has no bearing on actual real life?
You gotta tell me.
We
I know.
We don't have real specters. We don't have real specters that are above the law and able to fucking walk up to somebody, kill them, and then they're like, oh well, I guess they must have done something.
Like even in the fucking original game.
I mean, just because you're so pissed off at the current state of police or whatever, like, dude, you were literally so mad that you're hating fictional cops in a fucking video game. They're fucking electronic pulses in the screen. They're fucking pixels.
Yeah.
They're not even real people. They're not even real anything. Like, if they're saying shit you don't want to hear, you can literally turn the bitch off and pull the fucking plug from the TV. Like, what the hell, dude?
Yeah,
you are so attached. You are so weak.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where I feel hatred is taking over. I feel it is.
The funny thing is, if we're going by that logic, then where's Judge Dredd? I don't hear him coming out saying, I'm the law.
Yeah. Why aren't people going after Judge Dredd?
No, see, that's the thing. Now you're gonna get people.
Now you're gonna get it. Now you're gonna get it.
Judge Dredd's gonna get canceled for fucking
Because shit. I mean, he's literally judge, jury, and executioner.
Yeah. This is
He's
something.
The whole court system.
Yeah, this is something you have to deal with now.
Look, man, there's something fundamentally wrong with just people in general that are getting upset about
over nothing.
Over nothing, and also just I don't know. I don't know. You hate cops so much that even video game cops. I mean, I guess
that you have to defund the virtual police that doesn't exist.
Yeah, for real. Defund the virtual police that doesn't fucking exist. Yeah. Exactly. For what reason? For what reason? You don't. Okay. Let me say this. You want the cops taken out of Mass Effect because you don't like cops. Cool. Okay. So let me ask you this. Did you play Mass Effect? Did you like the game? Did you like the game so much that it got remade and now all of a sudden you're like, you know what would make this game better? No cops in it. You know what you can do? You can still play your old fucking copy and just turn this bitch off and not even buy it or not even play it. Why does it fucking matter to you? No one's forcing you to fucking play it, so why does it? If the cops being in there in the first place is bothering you, then don't fucking play it. You don't have to.
Why did you play it in the first place? Why did you?
I don't even say shit.
I'm just saying, like literally, bothered by fictional space cops in a video game. You don't have to partake. You do not have to buy it. Why do you feel like it is up to you to broadcast to the rest of the world to say, hey, this makes me uncomfortable. I don't like it. Instead of separating me from the thing that will make me uncomfortable, let's just make sure I never have to see it again. How selfish is that? That no one else gets to, like, let's just say, I don't care about your point of view. I think this is bad. Let's make everyone else think the same thing. Why is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some brainwashing shit. That's some real deep selfish shit. at that point because you think you are so right in what you have to say. Your opinion matters more than someone else's. How high and mighty do you think you are?
They got a hip complex.
I'm just saying. Well, exactly.
He's right.
No, that's not a wrong thing to ask for. It's not that difficult to do.
If it makes you that uncomfortable, then why then don't partake. That's all you have to do. You know what? If I went over there and I was walking down the street and I saw a bunch of crackheads out there smoking crack and I was like, you know what? Fuck crack. I don't like crack. Okay. Crack is bad regardless. Maybe that's a bad analogy, but you know what? I'm not gonna go. I don't like crack, so guess what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna keep walking. I'm not gonna stop by this crack house. And why I don't understand what's wrong with that mentality. People apparently think they need to be told what to do. Like, why don't you just separate yourself from the thing that's causing the problem, that's making you uncomfortable? You instead of saying I should do something about it, they should do something about it is your mentality. What the fuck kind of shit is that? What kind of backwards ass thinking is that? Instead of changing your own, it says, like, think about it. Why would you do that? Why would you decide to, instead of changing your own behavior or whatever's bothering you, you'd rather change the shit around you instead? When it could be just an easy fix, just like turn and walk around the other way. That's all I gotta say about that. Does that I don't know, does that make sense?
All right.
That's what I think about.
Let's move on to the next thing.
Can everyone hear me now? Them sons of bitches should be able to hear me at this point. I'm sure they can hear me now. I guarantee you they can hear me now.
Yeah, they can hear you. They can hear you.
Because I'll be damned that this is going to keep fucking happening. And now I'm pissed off. Because now I got to reiterate myself 3 times. And I'll put it like this. Okay? There is no way in hell that these people are going to sit here and bag on gamers for everything negative that happens and not give us any credit for anything positive that happens. We are supposed to be intertwined when it comes to this, all right? Whether a product is successful or whether a product has not been so successful. It's the communication between the gamers, the consumers, and the industry. Not to mention the media, who tries to throw dirt on everything when it comes to the skill tree, when it comes to talking about things. It's this simple. The arrogance has to go, and everybody has to put in the pot, as far as I'm concerned. If something is going to go well when it comes to communication, when it comes to consumers. And god damn it, I am so sick and tired of this fucking computer. I don't know what to do with myself at this point. 3 times in a row now.
I was gonna make a joke saying 3 times a lady, but I'm gonna.
Oh man, no, I'm sure they definitely heard you that time. You're coming in loud and clear.
Don't make no fucking sense.
So.
I want to move on to the next topic. Sony has a patent. Sony has a patent for their own betting system now.
Yeah.
Why?
Hold on, what?
It's for betting.
It's for gambling. That's right. They have filed a patent for their own gambling system. Right. If you have not seen what's been going on as of late, I've been trying to tell you, we've been trying to tell y'all what's going on, that this gambling thing, when it comes to online and gaming, I'm telling you now, by the time Overwatch 2 comes out, they gonna have this ready. They gone.
And this needs to, I'm gonna be done with Sony. Carries on. Because I can't accept this kind of stupid shit. They've got fucking AI, they've got fucking code deals, they've got fucking them not disrespecting the consumer to the point where you're just gonna be treated like shit. And you have to question yourself, how long can you handle yourself being on a fucking platform where they don't treat you properly?
The new president, the new person who has taken over Sony's operations needs to step down immediately. He doesn't believe in backwards compatibility. He's been lying about games. He wants to charge it for crossplay. You've got to be kidding me that these are the things that this person's going to do and try and milk the system. Not to mention PS5s are not being made at this point because they're scarce in materials and resources, and you're not going to get some unless it's in a huge bundle that's like $800. To get a standalone PS5, it's going to take until next year probably. Yeah, it's an absolute joke.
And also, we've got to remember that their platform is for minors as well. And this can be, again, extremely illegal to do that against minors, and it's been accepted. And it's fucking ridiculous. You can't do this, and it goes against illegal gambling for minors.
You're going to push gambling, and it's going to affect minors. And here's the problem with that. I'm telling you now, this is not going to go through until the government sees it and okays it. But if the government okays it, it means they're okay with getting their piece of the money. That's what it means. Mm-hmm. This is something that people need to start looking at. I know we had our jokes last time about bison bucks and all that, but guess what? They're going to do this. They're going to do this. I wouldn't be surprised if it's virtual currency, if it's Bitcoin currency, or some type of NFT somehow. They're going to do something to roll back some old stuff for NFTs. I don't understand what they're going to do here. But as far as I'm concerned, they are going to try and make money off of y'all like this. I would not be surprised if there's a betting system. Like I said, we know that they're doing their whole betting system, but we know that they're going to try and do this with certain games, competitive games. It is sports gambling, no matter how you slice it.
And there are laws against this kind of shit. Can't have that kind of thing. And also it could be rigged, because esports...
gambling. When they start putting the squeeze on certain players, you damn right some things are going to be rigged.
That's why you stay away from these fucking stupid shits. You have to go back to the old ways of Metal Man.
Bloody cunts.
It's like death to all but metal. Go back to that old fashioned saying you don't take shit, you don't bow to fucking stupid companies, or you go back to the old ways you have to deal with things.
I'm listening. Y'all know now. I am not looking forward to editing any of this. I am beyond done at this point. I'm done. Like, I don't even know after the first shutdown that they got us that I didn't even have the VOD for that. I don't even know.
Wait, they shut down again?
No, I'm talking the first time. I don't even think because it
dropped.
I think when it dropped, it glitched, and I don't even have the first VOD for it. And that was 3 hours in. I am beyond irate. I'm hoping there's a way it can be salvaged. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, this might be the only live podcast that you can only
catch right? The live one.
Yeah, the one live.
Speaking, let's just...
you could just probably retitle it.
I don't know.
Something like live
I don't know.
Or something.
The director of Witcher 3 is leaving due to bullying allegations. Okay?
Yeah, he didn't do anything.
Only to fucking find out that he didn't do any of the bullying.
And he still left.
Yeah. Probably fair for him. But you're going to accuse him of something, you may as well leave and be done with it. Probably is a bad atmosphere there anyway. Because our city probably we're dealing with a huge financial issue at the moment. With a court case going everywhere.
I am just beside myself.
I mean, he fucked up Cyberpunk.
Yeah. But to say the bullying allegations when he didn't do anything bullying wise, to me, is just absolutely crazy. So I hope he sues the shit out of them. I hope he gets every big time lawyer he can and buries their ass. It's one thing if you did this shit, you know what I mean? It's another just to be accused of something and then say, oh, it was accused of, that's what's going on. This is what's going on right now with people. They're being way too damn sensitive when it comes to this stuff. And when bullying allegations, come on, this is something you can't play with. We've gotten to the point now where we've seen bullying allegations where people are beginning to kill themselves or have killed themselves. Yeah. This is a serious issue. And for you to accuse somebody of bullying and then for them not to do it, and for them to force their work, their way they make income, that's a problem. That's a huge problem.
Yeah. We even saw, a couple of years ago, a porn actress got falsely accused saying doesn't like gay people, but it's mainly because of the STD issues with it. And she got killed because everyone was harassing her on Twitter for months on end.
Jesus Christ.
Again, there's just so many stories about this happening, and it's just stop fucking causing people of fucking crimes or fucking shits. You get bullied, guess what you do? You beat the shit out of them. That's how you deal with bullies. You fight them. Don't fucking cry the cops. You fucking deal with it. Or you suck it up and ignore them because they're not worth your time. Fucking grow a fucking backbone, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
They're supposed to be fucking adults.
Yeah, you have to be a point, especially in a company. You have to have the point where you have some type of conversation. You have to be able to meet on neutral ground and say, "Hey, look, I have a problem with the way you're either speaking with me or the way you're acting." You have to have this talk. If you're not willing to have this talk, then it becomes a problem. But to make up these allegations, only to find out that he didn't do this, man, that burns me up. I mean, we'll see what happens in the future with all this, but there has to be some serious consequences to this issue. And this is where I get to the point where I say about developers. When I was talking about that arrogance before and the childishness, this is it right here. This is it. If you can't clear the air and have a talk, then there's a problem there. And
it's just the game industry in general. Like, there's no real protection for workers. There's no fucking
unionize. Mm-hmm. I know people hate to hear that word, but no, it's got to happen.
That's what's happening in wrestling as well, and all sports, to be honest.
Here's something else I can bring up. Okay, back at my previous job, I was really good friends with the person that was being in HR, and he basically explained to me that this is for any company, this is for any business or company. HR is not there to look out for you. Truth be told, they are there to protect the company, not you.
Yeah. They're about the best interest of the company. They don't give a shit about your stupid drama. Mm-hmm. It's the old saying goes: you handle it your own way. You don't fucking start with shit for fucking reasons. And you gotta go back to, if you're gonna act like school children, then you're gonna get fired. They ain't got time for that shit. They're busy making money. They don't care about you or your feelings. That's where we can talk about Amazon in the future podcast with that kind of shit going.
Yeah, I mean,
but that's how businesses are. They don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about me as a consumer. They care about money. That's it.
That's it. That's it. They don't care how it affects anybody other than the price. The release date. That's all it is. They don't want anything to be pushed back to being late. They just want you to crunch over and over. Doesn't matter about your health or anything. Mental state, nothing.
Yeah, and especially with a certain fucking dickhead, Pritchard. What's your first name? That dude that fucked people over in Borderlands 3. Promised them all, give you
Pritchard, Randy Pritchard.
Yeah, that's
it. Randy Pitchford.
Pitchford,
Randall Pitchford.
Be quiet, Brian, from my point. God damn you, son of a bitch. You piece of shit. You fucking American piece of shit. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Oh, God. This is the most polite way I've ever heard anyone tell me they're gonna fuck me up.
Yeah, right.
But it's just that like when it comes to that, they didn't give them the money they promised because it was part of their employment. They're allowed to have like somebody the investment back. Well, the interest that what's it called? The the investment thing kind of thing. Like you have a little bit of investment to the company, you have some of that back.
You want your kickback? Is that it?
Yeah, they're supposed to have some of that back because they were part of the company.
It's ridiculous.
Which was part of their job.
All this doom and gloom isn't. I got to get away from this. I'm already mad as it is, and let's get rid of this doom and gloom. Let's get these topics. Airline FAA can begin weighing people for flights. That's right.
That's me.
Before flights.
For luggage?
They're going to count them as luggage.
The person, your weight, the human weight. Luggage. They can tell you, hey man, you're too fat. You can't get on the plane.
Yeah, literally, they're going to weigh you and see how much you weigh and say, okay, if that's too heavy, we're going to make you pay extra, or we're not going to let you on the plane. You can.
For what? Fat people have been flying for years. I didn't see any plane get down because someone was too fat.
Yeah, I know. But
apparently that's a possible thing.
This is going to blow up in their faces so much because we're going to see so many discrimination lawsuits. We're going to see so many.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
If someone's too fat to ride in an airplane, I would think it's because they take up more mass, and then you have to buy 2 tickets. Yes, that would make more sense because if you were physically occupying a space that could literally occupy 2 seats, then yes, I agree with that. However, by weight alone, like I don't think that makes sense. If you sits, you fits. I mean, if you fits, you sits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I get what you're saying.
that's how I
Yeah.
think it's gonna go. Like I'm just, I think it's asinine that they're gonna based on weight. Because why? Because the plane can't fly? Because you're too heavy? When did this happen? Because like I said, planes have been flying for almost 100 years now at this point. Fucking just fine with fat people and all.
But no, that's the general other thing though, is that I guess they're gonna start doing weight limits on airlines now. So it's like, so if you're
they would rather weigh people and make them a certain shape or height or, you know, depending on what, other than fix their seating, other than make the seating differently in their planes, because it would cost way too much money to redo their airplanes.
The fucking airplanes are fucking nasty to begin with, yo. So fucking cramped in. And it's always fucking shit. Fucking.
How about well, just like you're right. You bring up a good point about yes, it's fucking cramped. Then how about this? If weight is an issue, then why don't y'all quit cramming the seats together and put less seats space?
Put less seats in, because then they make now you're taking every seat is an extra amount of money. They're not taking their money away from them. That's why.
Yeah, pretty much. And also, this is going to affect me every time I go to fucking America. I'm going to see all you lot. Let me tell her, hey, you're fat. Get off the thing, fucking piece of shit.
Hey, you know what? I think you're onto something here, Event, because you did say that's messing with their money.
Look,
maybe what the reason why they're weighing is so that way they can literally pack this plane to the gills with its maximum weight and then kind of finagle people into that. Like just basically say, all right, we can fit X amount. If we hit exactly at max capacity, then they're maximizing their profits.
Well,
because you can at that point you can say, oh yeah, this plane is
technically for a person like myself, I would be discriminated too. I'm 220 pounds. I'm not fat. I work out a lot, but still,
based on muscle mass.
It's based on muscle mass. So I would still be overweight. Technically, I would be overweight. So I would be just as discriminated.
I'm interested to see what their definition and why they weigh it. At what point do they weigh? Are they just weighing you before you get on the plane, or are they weighing like at a certain point after the plane has boarded X amount of people? Are they gonna weigh you and then
they said they're gonna weigh you at the gates, like before you board.
before you board.
So then how much do you then what are they gonna do? They're gonna let you buy the ticket first and then they're gonna weigh you like, oh, if you don't make it then too bad. Like, then why waste someone's time?
Yes,
and the money you spent getting that ticket, I'm pretty sure they ain't gonna refund your ass either.
They would have to. It would be illegal for them to not do that.
No, this is a stupid thing, and this is
it's gonna blow up in their face.
The mouth, and it's bad deal.
Well, just like I said, I'm wondering how they're gonna implement this. Like, how does it work?
They'll be like,
well, that's exactly as it says. Like, they're gonna just weigh you right at the gates, like before you board the plane. They're gonna be like, "Oh, you're too overweight. You can't get on."
Then why not ask you how much you weigh then when you're buying the damn ticket online or
because
whatever?
That's too intrusive. You can't ask people their weight.
What the hell, weighing me at the gate in front of God?
That's more intrusive. I know. I know.
But wait a minute, though. Like, if
like
that
some
was
kind of damn steer or some shit, like the fuck.
Well, I think the reason why they wouldn't let you do it online is simply because you could easily just lie
about it. Yeah, you could lie about it.
It doesn't matter if I
weigh 2 pounds.
I weigh 2 pounds. Yeah.
No, but here's the thing though. Like, they do implement this bullshit. Like, how people are gonna visit their families that are out of state and shit. You know.
Well, it's like,
disabled. I mean, isn't being considered a disability? So now you're like fucking with some kind of other shit. Or whatever.
I'll tell you, people who have disabilities, they go. Trust me, they gonna have a thing for that too. People say this lawsuit's waiting to happen.
Oh man, I can't wait.
And I think what they're gonna do is that they're gonna probably go after people that look obese and go after them. That's what they're gonna do. It's gonna be personally targeted, and they're gonna target people who are less skinned. It's just gonna be people who are overweight, obesity, and target them. And it's gonna be weight, as you all said. It's going to be targeting them to charge more money.
Well,
and it's going to get through.
I mean, we can move on, and we can talk about something that is very dear to our hearts. We have a lot of them today.
Our favorite hero.
Is it hoes? Oh, I was about to say, hoes are very
Florida Man. That's right.
Florida Man.
For those who don't know,
Florida superhero.
Florida Man's a running.
Florida Dunkin' Donuts employee punches elderly person over racial slurs. Now, mind you, it was updated later that the person that was punched, the elderly person, died.
Whoa, shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
So is this a damn? What did you think? What was you thinking, homie? Or is this a fuck around and find out what you thought? I mean, moment.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
That's horrible.
I think the situation is horrible all around. All around.
Both people are bad people. I'm good shit with that.
Like it's fucked up. I mean, like you shouldn't even be fucking punching the elderly in the first place anyway.
No.
Yeah.
You shouldn't.
No point was it ever cool to punch the elderly.
But look, I will say.
Okay, the guy said, some racial slurs with the employee. That employee should not have done what they done.
Yeah. I will say that I was in a situation once when I was working, and my coworker, who was elderly, did go there. Older white man, dropped all kinds of N-bombs to me. And, of course, I didn't do anything. But I gave him the nod like, I fucked you up, right? And he still didn't listen. And I know when he grabbed something once, I grabbed his arm and slammed it down the counter. And right then and there, he was like, and he knew right then because he can tell by the strength. He was like, oh, shit. That was enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like,
did I have a problem with him since then? I mean, since I was working with him at the time? No, I didn't have a problem after that. You know what I mean? He didn't say anything to me. I didn't say anything to him. And work just resumed the way it was resuming. Could have been, and mind you, this person was what, 26, 27 years old at the time who did this? Could I have seen that happen if this person was constantly antagonizing him and calling him a bunch of racial slurs? Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right, but I do understand the situation.
But you gotta also have a thing called self-control as well, though.
You do have to have self-control. At the end of the day, it is about code of conduct. You have to have self-control. And it also tells you, though, look, old person think they old enough to get away with the fuck they want to get away with, and it didn't happen.
Yeah, that shit. Also, they're gonna say people should be racist anyway. It's fucking stupid.
So yeah, punched the guy out, killed him.
That's what happens with one punch. If you take it the wrong way, it can kill someone.
Yeah, but there's more. We got more because for those who do not know, this is a tough one. Florida man caught selling child porn. Right?
Oh man.
But the update, he got 35 years in jail for doing it.
Yep.
He's in prison.
Fucking Florida man strike again.
Florida man fought again. Back in prison where he belongs.
Everyone's like, ew. Oh no, we got a lot worse for you today. I'm letting you know.
Florida man and woman are the stars of the show.
They're the stars of the show today. All right.
Florida man keep getting out of prison, man.
Yeah, I am happy that Florida man has gotten 35 years. Fuck him. That's how I feel. He's gonna make somebody a good bitch in jail, as far as I'm concerned. But I'm not gonna use this soundbite every time, so I'll just get right to the rest of it. Florida man has stabbed a woman who wouldn't have sex with him for $5,000. What? Damn, how much is it going to take? No means no, man. No means no. Stop. You don't have to stab someone.
With 10K whip, though?
Stab someone.
You don't have to stab someone. You won't have sex with me? Well, you won't have sex with anyone. Like, what the fuck was he thinking? Like, I just, oh, God. But there's more, people. Oh, yes, there's more. Florida man leaves feces. That's right. Means he took a shit, leaves feces, then yells at rabbi outside of the synagogue.
Just took a straight up dump out in the middle of the open and started yelling.
How you just leave feces and be like, What are you looking at? What's wrong with you? Like, how do you yell at the rabbi for something he didn't do? Like, he didn't do shit.
Yo, how many lives does Florida man have? He keep doing all this fucked up shit.
I'm just thinking this for the second state.
Now, I will say, no, this one got to get the sound bite. I'm sorry, this one has to. Florida woman. That's right. 44 years old, crashes teen party's birthday. Oh, wait. But there's more. Rapes a 17-year-old, inches near a 12-year-old. Like, what the?
Inches away,
dude.
What the fuck, dude? Like, what the fuck is wrong with Florida?
Inches away. Who was measuring this?
Yeah, it was literally inches away.
The fact of the matter is that it was a 17-year-old kid's birthday, and this 44-year-old woman crashes it
and rapes him.
And just goes to town on the 17-year-old.
Yeah, and right there near a 12-year-old.
That even
like
happen?
These headlines,
how are you that hard up that you can't get grown dick? So you're just gonna go for whatever's fucking her.
And rape a 17-year-old. Like,
she's ugly looking. She's like a one-off.
That's not the point. The point is, women look. Even if women are ugly, women still have, and I don't give a shit what anyone says. Women still have a good chance of getting what they want, regardless of what they look like. They do. Yeah, man. There's always that guy. I mean, look, the guy stabbed a woman for not. She wouldn't take $5,000 for sex, so he stabbed her. I mean, come on. Like,
$1 piece of shit.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, how would you react to a random woman just showing up to your birthday party?
It's this woman showing up to my birthday party. I'm just gonna rape you in front of these people. Really? Okay.
Sure.
Like, what is your reaction to that?
I don't think you have a reaction other than it's time to fight. Like, what's your reaction? Like,
I'll tell you what my action would be. If you do that to my kid, I'm gonna get my gun out and you've got 2 seconds to get out of my property.
Well, that's
girl.
Well, first off, you're in the UK. You don't have a gun. They won't allow you to have one.
What else? It's the simple answer. Get off my property.
Oh my God.
Get the fuck out.
We have
all
so
you can
much
do
news.
is just tell them polite.
Yeah, tell them fuck off.
Yeah, in the most polite way to fuck off.
You know the way Ben here is saying fuck off. It sounds like the Geico lizard saying fuck off.
Well, we do still have news for you. Remember how I talked about
a bit of a serious time with this one.
Yeah, about eugenics. Remember, we talked about eugenics earlier with Resident Evil. Let's get into some real eugenics. Professor Richard Dalton believes you should abort babies with Down syndrome because it would ease the suffering and mankind in general would be stronger without them. Yeah.
Well, he's a fucking idiot, but before I answer that...
That's very nationalist thinking.
No, it's eugenics. It's very eugenics because you want to get rid of the weak in order to maintain a certain standard. And something that Resident Evil doesn't do, mind you. Something it doesn't do.
Resident Evil just cares about doing experimentation.
Yeah.
Who are you to decide that, though?
Exactly.
I mean, that's
who are you to decide that?
That's stuff you keep to yourself. If you think that way, that's stuff you keep to yourself.
Look,
this is a licensed professor saying this.
Who's written many books. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
Richard Dawkins.
I mean, okay, but at the end of the day, again, who are you to say, Mr. whoever the hell you are, that you get to that's what you think because mankind would be better off. Would mankind be better off? Maybe in your mind, maybe it could be, but at the end of the day, you're not the one having that child, so you don't understand the connection that goes between parent and child.
Exactly.
Because to you, they're just numbers on a fucking paper and saying, you know what, mankind could really do without people with Down syndrome.
He literally told a girl online on Twitter because she said, "What do I do if I have, if I'm going to have a child with Down syndrome?" He said, "Abort it and try again."
Yeah. It got more fucked up after he said that.
Yeah.
this is also the same idiot who knows.
Abort it and try again.
Mm-hmm.
Look, it's not like look, regardless of what's going on, abortions can affect both parents, whether it be the mother losing a child because that's traumatizing, and also the fact that the father having their child aborted because you had a hand. The thing is, both had a hand in creation of that child. So it can affect both. I mean, do you think that they can just abort it and then just try again? No, that's gonna. I mean, yes, you can, but man, that's some emotional trauma you got to deal with just for that. And you don't think like, first of all, does this man have children? That's what I want to know. Does he have children of his own?
I don't know.
Don't know. But if you look at what he looks like the damn devil. To be honest.
Son of a bitch.
He hasn't put out anyone in South Syndrome.
Him and Cletus from fucking Utah or whatever selling beef jerky can go and fuck off in the mountains somewhere.
Yeah.
Jesus
But yeah,
Christ.
but essentially, that's essentially what he's saying. He's like, pretty much anybody with any kind of a defect.
Yeah, any type of defect, get rid of. You don't deserve to live. That's what he's saying.
So me and Joe will be taken out because I got learning disabilities and dyslexic or dyspraxic, and Joe, you got. I want to ask. Okay, I won't say if anything personal. You don't want to say anything, but you say you got look special needs as well.
Attention, ADHD essentially.
Yeah, so both of us would be killed because based on his fucking stupid.
Yeah,
opinion.
by his logic, I should not exist because I have attention deficit hyper disorder.
Which I don't give a shit who you are. If you're a decent human being, you're a decent human being. That's
exactly.
Discussion.
Yeah.
And telling when my mother fucking lost her fucking daughter, like my sister, how fucking dare you fucking piece of shit, I'll whip your ass in front of your fucking family, you dickhead. How dare you say that fucking other people who lost their fucking children. That's disgusting and immoral to say that kind of thing to our fucking parents and to a fucking adult. You fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, you don't do that. You don't say that. And he just goes vicariously like there's nothing to it. Like, oh, that's what I believe in, that's what I said. Ha 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 ha. And just walks away.
But let's them say it to people's face. Let's just see him say it to people's faces in public. And let's see what happens.
He said it would be less he talks about it will be less suffering on mankind, but he's not talking about the suffering that the person who aborted the child would have on their conscience.
They might commit suicide, mental trauma.
Yep. He doesn't want to talk about that though.
Like nuts.
Damn, like hearing about this kind of reminds me of that anime that I watched. Cross Ange, I believe it's called.
Cross Ange, yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually a very good example.
Yeah. Fucking it's mostly females was the plot in the anime, but they pretty much booted them to a fucking island to fucking fight off and die.
But see, that's the thing.
Anybody that the way they did it, it was very. So if you weren't able to use magic at all, you were a plague, and you are a plagued person, and you were no longer allowed to be in this society.
See, and this is what I mean. It goes to show you that when we talked about earlier in the video, or should I say in this pod, about fake characters and people trying to use eugenics to scream racism, which is bullshit, as opposed to real eugenics and having to deal with this right now. So, this man, as far as I'm concerned, he should be turned away by everybody. I mean, whoever he works with, his publisher, and anybody. If you're saying that genocide of people who have any type of deform, should I say?
I would say defect.
Yeah, defect. Okay, defect. Yeah. Any person that has a defect that you decide that they should just automatically just die, you're a real piece of shit for that. You really are.
Also, remember what a certain person in World War II said the exact same shit and killed a lot of innocent people. Just think about that, and that's what the person is. I ain't gonna say who it is because it's fucking common sense, but it's fucking don't think that that's the direction you want to go to.
This is what they're doing, and there are people who are dealt worse hands than others, but that doesn't mean that you just kill them. That's absolutely wrong.
You embrace what you got and you fight with it as you can.
It's a delicate situation. I understand. You know,
and you know the other half of it too is like the guy, you know, he has a right to his opinion.
Yeah, he has a right to his opinion, but it doesn't mean that, you know, yeah, you're free to have your opinion, but you're not free from them consequences, buddy. Nah.
Consequences have their actions.
That's right. So let's move on to the next one. Speaking of consequences, okay, Exotic Joe claims he has prostate cancer because he's been taking it in the ass for so. Nah, I'm only playing. He claims he has prostate cancer. Joe Exotic, Tiger King.
This guy is trying everything he can to get out of jail.
Yeah, see, that's what it is. He's trying everything to get out of jail. And I don't think we really need to say anything more because we know Tiger King season 2 is coming and he wants a piece of that. We know that. Without him, it doesn't go.
You know, if it's true that he actually has, you know, this medical problem, you know, I feel bad, but if he's just doing it, just trying to get out of jail,
then fuck him.
But it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, fuck him. It's the big bag booty tiger sluts. That's what it is. That's what he wants.
God damn it.
But since we on Big Bad Booty Day, you know, and sluts, let's go to the next one. Bodybuilder divorces sex doll. That's right. And he looks like Cesaro too. The bodybuilder divorces a sex doll.
So yeah, first he married his sex doll, and now he divorced it.
Yeah, he married it. Yeah, we didn't even talk about the married part. We just talked about divorcing.
I'm so fucking done. I'm done.
Dan, I still cannot wrap my head around someone marrying an inanimate object. It doesn't make any sense.
Neither can I.
It doesn't make any sense. You're literally doing it for theater.
This is not the first time because there was a guy in Japan who married his
waifu.
His waifu on his handheld game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like some time ago.
No, I remember that, and that's what I'm saying. I still don't understand how people can marry that.
Yeah, see, and people asking, how much was the money split? How much did the divorce sell? When she get out of the deal?
Exactly. Did the doll take half the house? Or what?
What's going on here?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Maybe it's a dollhouse. I don't know.
Oh my god. Yeah. All she got was the doll house. Boo.
The sex doll got caught cheating. How would she
caught me cheating. Now she got half the doll house.
The sex dolls are even loyal, dude.
Before they got married, the big question is, before they got married, did they sign a prenup?
Yeah, right. How was she able to sign?
She wasn't able to do shit.
And then
she just laid there and just had to take it.
He grabbed her arm and made her sign it. He's an abusive husband already.
Well, you definitely know what she was doing. Bunch of blowing. Oh,
bruh. Like, how do they even do this? Is beyond me. There's so many questions we can unpack here.
She having an affair with Ken or
Bud Bundy. We don't know. Grandmaster B. Yeah, right.
Well, if she had an affair with King Kong Bundy.
Well, King Kong Bundy, I don't know about that. But imagine just walking in your house and you tell your friend he'd be right back. He's out there smashing your girl.
I think it gets better though, because like supposedly like. He supposedly suffered from unacceptable discrimination.
What? Unacceptable discrimination from people. This is my wife.
Discrimination, but this one is unacceptable.
Yeah. Well, no. This is my wife, and everyone's like, "Bro, what's wrong with you?"
It's like a fucking blow up doll. It's like a fucking thing, a ghost, dude. It's a fucking ghost. No one gives a shit.
Oh my god.
Piss off, ghost.
Oh no, it gets better within this article though. It gets better. He goes, after he divorced the sex doll in order to embark on a new relationship with a toy chicken.
Toy chicken! Oh my god! Toy chicken!
Is this,
bro,
is this dude from Florida? I'm curious now, dude.
I hope it is.
He left his sex doll wife for a toy chicken. I'm done. I'm done.
At some point, man,
Oh my God.
He was really thinking like, oh man, that chicken.
He really went with the cock. He went with the cock. Like, come on.
And he's like licking his lips. He's like, man, that toy chicken.
He went with the
really
cock.
He's like,
he did.
Man, if only this bitch had a toy chicken like head, dude. Shit.
The thing is, here's the thing. Couldn't he have talked the sex doll's wife into maybe a threesome with the toy chicken? Couldn't have.
This man is not a Florida man. He's from Kazakhstan.
Oh well, they've got a lot. Okay, well, still, toy chicken. Chicken. So now
you did though. You did though. He divorced his sex doll to hook up with a toy chicken.
Oh my God.
What the?
He's literally cockfighting now. Literally.
God. Oh shit! Then the betting thing. Damn, that's doing. You're doing that betting thing with the cockfighting. Piece of shit.
Oh my God.
Good God.
Speaking of, you said good God.
Enough internet for today.
Yeah, it is. Well, no, we've got two more here. Man has been arrested for the second time due to car driving on autopilot, the Tesla car. So this is his second time. So he doesn't give a shit.
It's driven itself?
Yeah, it's driven itself, and it's not supposed to.
So he was the first time arrested because he was riding in the backseat of his Tesla with autopilot on.
Oh, okay.
And he's not supposed to.
So they impounded the car. And he went and bought another one and did the same thing and got arrested for it again.
And the guy has so much money that it doesn't fucking matter to him. He's just like, hey, I'm going to do what I want to do. What he fails to realize is the responsibility behind it, because what if that autopilot hit a child or hit a person?
A joke.
And they say don't put all don't trust the autopilot. Like you need to watch. You have to watch it. You can't just let it just freely drive.
Yeah, you can't do that.
He says he's gonna keep doing it.
He won't learn the hard way until something serious happens and he takes somebody's life, and then he's going to get all sobbing and I didn't think about that. No, when actually it should have already been thought of.
I was gonna say, did the sex doll go with him then?
The sex doll and the chicken. The sex doll, the chicken could go with him, and he can act like he can play Knight Rider. How about that?
It'll be a choking and spin situation.
Good God.
That's what
they're saying. Wait till somebody hacks it. Yep. Wait till someone hacks it. But there's more news. There's more news. Because
wait till someone hacks it. I mean, dude, like if you own a Tesla and you miss a payment, does it repo itself?
Yeah, right. Drive itself back to the lot. But no. But we have news. The Tesla autopilot crashes into a parked police car.
Oh
yeah.
Shit.
So this is a real thing. This could happen.
Yeah. Like, people don't understand, like, this technology is new. It's not
good. They're saying don't rely on the autopilot.
Yeah, you cannot. This isn't iRobot.
I think it's just there, like, I think autopilot is there if you get sleepy while you're driving. But then again, how can you really drive that far in an electric car and take a road trip without, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nowhere in the middle of fucking nowhere you're gonna find a charge station. So I don't know what I mean, I hear it's really good in traffic though. Like if you're just stuck in traffic, it's stop and go traffic. You're like, all right, well, fuck it then.
Yeah, that's why I meant to use it for, how to use it for like actual driving, because obvious reasons. Because it's fucking stupid. Can't
he said maybe the Tesla car hates cops. It's just running into cops. Send more cops. Just running into them.
Police brutality.
Unreal. It is.
Today, right?
It is. Yeah, I think I've had my fill for the day. I'm hoping that the first half of this VOD can be salvaged.
Like if they haven't perfected the autopilot by now, don't use it.
Yeah, it's always going to be a work in progress. It is. It's always going to be.
Wait until they work all the damn kinks out before you actually start trying to make use of it.
Well, maybe the Tesla's going to have that kink with the chicken and the doll.
The kink with the chicken and doll.
Chicken and the dogs. Oh, no dogs. Fuck them.
Sweet mother of God, man.
This is what we on. This is what we really on.
I'm telling you, just imagine, like every time Ben talks, just imagine the little Geico lizard talking and saying this shit. It sounds a lot funnier.
I'm just telling you. I'm just saying that, yeah. And they're saying the car's going to ask eventually what's their purpose. Once it starts asking that, you might as well get out the car. You might as well.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
That's a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem.
If the car starts asking questions, I'm out.
Yep.
I'm done.
Take it over. This is how you get Skynet.
I'm gonna take a screwdriver and flatten all 4 tires.
Yeah, right. You ain't going nowhere. And all of a sudden, it comes out with some legs come out.
With tires and shit.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Yep, not messing with that. Well, that's all the news we have for y'all today. I hope that y'all enjoyed the podcast. I'm hoping that this can be somewhat salvaged so they can go on, other platforms. I've got a lot of work to do. Yeah, I do. Given the fact that they tried to cancel us really hard. They tried to cancel us really hard. So
we're gonna skip weekly picks for a second.
Oh yeah, we can do that. We can do the weekly picks right now. I'll start first. Weekly picks this week for me. I will say, please, if y'all get a chance, watch Crime of the Century. It is very interesting. It's on HBO Max. It is about the opioid crisis that's going on and all the big players that are involved and how they really did not give a shit about people's health, about their addiction problems, how they created addiction problems. And yes, we're talking Purdue and we're talking Johnson & Johnson. That's right. So if you get a chance, it's a two-part documentary. It gives you a lot of information. The guys that were found guilty and everything, they tell you everything you need to know. They sing like birds on there. They don't give a shit. And they do it with a smile on their face like they didn't care. They even admitted that they didn't care at the time. They don't care.
Speaking of Johnson & Johnson, they want to get a vaccine here.
Yep. No, don't take that Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Don't do it. Don't do it.
They're saying take it next year.
Nope. After what they did to babies and talcum powder and their shampoo and all was causing cancer and carrying on, don't do it. Mm-hmm. Do not trust Johnson & Johnson. I don't know. Who's next? Come on. Let's go.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Yeah,
go
I'll
ahead.
go first.
Go ahead.
All of you. I'm the strongest Avenger. I'm better.
Well, if you're the strongest Avenger, then go.
I'm just going to recommend 2 things because I could go into 3, but no. One of them is going to be Ragnarok because when you just watched it and it's fucking awesome and how it's Norwegian film is really, really good and I actually enjoyed it. I'm actually going to try and watch the rest of it and maybe do a review next time. And the next one is, of course, watch Psycho Goreman. God damn it, it's a fucking good movie.
I try to tell people. I told people.
Psycho goddamn Gundam, it's shit. Psycho Gundam's an overrated piece of shit, just like John Tate and Doug Captain. What's next?
For me, I would recommend y'all play Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne HD. Get it. If you love Shin Megami Tensei, get that shit.
All right.
I guess I'll finish. I'll say mine. My weekly pick is get out there and do shit. Just like I went on a little vacation. Go out and do something like that.
Oh, here he goes. Go on out.
This is gonna lead.
Go on out.
I was gonna say this is my weekly pick. Go out and fuck a stripper, dude.
See, I knew he was gonna go there. That's why I hit the damn button. I knew he was gonna do it.
Go out. I highly recommend.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, we lost him, I think.
No, did you hear me?
Don't we say?
I'm still here.
Okay.
I said go out and fuck a stripper.
Yeah, we got that part. We got that.
Hashtag Korean booty sluts.
Here he go.
I progress. I don't like them.
Go ahead. Who's next?
Well, but if that's not your speed, then go out and go do a vacation. You literally cannot get that time back. You cannot. Time is something you will never ever get back. So you have a limited amount of time on this earth. Remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Go out and do shit before you're old and you can't do it. Because why do you have to be old to go? Why do you have to be retired and old where you can't fully enjoy your time to yourself? If you've got laid off and you're fucking just at home on unemployment, fuck it. Go out and see the world right now while you can.
That's
you're
true.
You're gonna get back into the world again, and you're not gonna have the time anymore.
Agreed. I agree with that.
Yep.
Time for you, Joe.
All right, I guess I'll just close things out here. Well, my recommendations, it's 2. Granted, this individual is only in 2 films, but they're really good. And that is 007 License to Kill and 007 The Living Daylights.
Oh, I can't wait to
Timothy
talk.
Timothy Dalton was only in these 2 films for Bond. He's only played Bond twice in those films. The main theme for Living Daylights is really good. It's done by Aha, and it's great. Granted, it's not the best out of the Bond films, but it's good.
I cannot wait to talk about the next one. I cannot wait to have a time to die. I cannot wait.
Yep.
I can't. Well,
does the son have a license to kill though?
You got a license? You need a license.
Well, Jimmy there does.
Well,
license to kill.
Yeah, right.
License. He's got a license. Where's your license? Fucking UK and their licenses for every goddamn
everything. For everything.
Dude, for real. You have to have a TV license, a fucking driver's license. You got a license to kill. You got a license to fucking piss in your own loo.
Yep.
Well,
piss into my loo, my darling.
That's all we got. No, I'm just saying that's all we got for today. I want to say, everyone, thank you for watching. I want to say, everyone, thank you for hanging with us and having, even with our technical difficulties. I want to say, please beware of chickens taking over, your sex dolls. You want to be careful of that as well. You want to be.
You know what? The best way to mitigate that: go out and fuck a stripper.
There you go. See, I'm not going against it. I'm not saying anything. Y'all already canceled me earlier. It is what it is. I will talk to y'all later. Until next time, we're going to have a special guest on the show next time we come on. We got some serious man-woman stuff to talk. So, ladies, I hope you're ready for it. I'll talk to y'all later. See y'all then. Until next time, I should say, because we'll be back in, 2 weeks? Yeah, until then. Yeah. We out.
Love y'all.
Peace.